Welcome to Coach Hayes Football Live. He can talk about anything from high school to the pros. This guy knows the game, so you better not be half-stepping.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Strap in, because Coach Hayes is about to
Crack your cranium and fertilize your brain. Go ahead and right here, right now.
subscribe now and check out CoachHayesFootball.com.
Well. Colorado Buffaloes take on the Nebraska Huskers in Lincoln. And it didn't look too well. We're going to jump straight on into it. Might as well. I got to bring my dog in the building. I know he ready to click. Y'all clap it up for my dog. He back from the K. V12 and building. V12, Colorado take on Nebraska. Go in there and get routed, if you want to call it that. 83 people in the building and climbing. I see you got on your blenders, dog. Look like Colorado was put in a blender.
Someone please call 911. Someone please call 911 and call all them Colorado content creators and direct them to Coach Hayes channel V12 tonight. Someone please call 911. Because what I'm trying to tell you is this. I need about 300 in the chat right now, because what I don't like is when y'all try my dog, right? Y'all try me. Because when we see, I see through these blenders. Shout out Coach. The reason why I got my blenders on, I still mess with Prime. But I'm trying to tell y'all, it's not a personal thing.
You are
it's
the
a
only
football thing.
This conference. All participants are muted.
It's the football thing, guys. Listen, this ain't North Dakota State, right? This ain't North Dakota State. I told you in the pregame, Matt Rule, rule number one, you ain't gonna get him twice, right? You heard the double entendre? Rule number one, you ain't gonna get him twice, right? Call all the Colorado content creators, all the ladies too, who were talking trash. Oh, we got the offensive line, it's settled. We got Seaton, the defensive line, all this. We trying to tell you, we are very objective in this situation. If Miami suck, we'll tell you. If Colorado sucks, we'll tell you. If UCF sucks, we'll tell you, right? Sean Abu, what's up? I hear you. It ain't about loyalty. We see it how we see it through these blenders, cuz. And I bought them before they even hit the damn market. So I've messed with Prime. But I'm trying to tell y'all, someone please call 911. Shout out White Cliffs Jean. I'm done right now. I'm loose. Loose that money, honey.
Jiggle-o, jiggle-o, jiggle-at. Jiggle-o, jiggle-o, jiggle-at. Listen, here's what I'm going to say, and I'll just call it what it is. The things in which we talked about came to fruition.
Absolutely.
The things that did not get fixed, or the questions that I had, remain the same. Oh, the vanilla defense. They still played probably 90-95% man. Same thing they did in North Dakota State. Same game plan. Still didn't stop the run. And let me do this as I always do. I don't want to change up what I do. So I'll be fair. I like to give out the statistics of what happened. Shedeur Sanders, 22 of 38 for 244, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Wasn't a fluke interception, bad throw. Shout out to Tommy Hill. I told y'all watch for Tommy Hill. Didn't I bring his name up?
Sure did.
Tommy Hill, right here from Orlando. Dylan Hayden, 5 carries, 32 yards. Augusta, 2 carries for 6. Charlie Alfredall, 4 for 4. Most of these yards came at the end because the overall says 0 yards rushing.
0 yards. Yep. So,
It says
hey, listen, for all you mathematicians out there, it's a sum total. I know we got a lot of educated buffaloes out there, and everyone who knows it, it's a sum total of 0. Nunca, for those who have a little background in Espanol. Nunca.
So right.
0 zilch.
0 yards. That was offensively. Receiving, they had 244. Of course, Travis Hunter, 10 catches, 110. Will Shepard, 3 for 59. Dalen Hayden, 2 out of the back. Jimmy Holmes for 3 for 26. Listen, now Dylan Raiola is the question. Coach, he's a freshman quarterback. I get it. He is a freshman quarterback. But let me tell you something about this cat. He stood in the paint. He didn't waver. He didn't shake. He was prepared. He was mentally prepared and physically prepared. 22 of 30 for 185, 1 touchdown. Now let's talk about the running game. 149 yards total, 35 total carries, 17 for Dowdell, which I call him downhill, right? Ramir Johnson, 10 for 33. Ja'Cory Barney, 2 for 28, and minor from there. But they established a run game in there. And I told people, you got to be able to stop the run. 2 questions I had. 2 questions. Offensive line, which gave up 5 sacks tonight, and the run game. Also, when people said, I said, well, why do you say Nebraska? I said, guys, injury and newness is my major concern for Colorado. And unfortunately, I'm not here to shine light. Like, I'm not trying to be funny about this. We saw Silman Craig go out last week. He was back. We saw Shiloh go out with apparently a broken forearm. We saw Shadozi go out with a cast. We see Travis Hunter got dinged up. We saw Shador got a little nicked up and dinged up. Injury is a real thing. Trevor Wood is out on a targeting penalty. Now, that team going into Colorado State has lost some good players. And this is legit. And these things happen, but people don't want to take that in consideration. People think this is this right here. That's what people think this is. They think it's a video game, bro.
Absolutely, Coach.
All I got to do is start it over, and all my players will be back on the roster. It doesn't work that way. We're talking about human beings, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm just going to say this. If y'all know any Colorado content creators, just direct them to Coach Hayes' channel right now or later on this week, because it ain't
call in. They ain't gonna call in. Listen, I'm gonna call this. No, listen, you can call, you can get a skywriter, you can send them a letter or email, you can even send it by pigeon. They ain't gonna call in. Guess what? I invite them to the kitchen. Let's talk about it in the kitchen. See, this is not hate. This is the reality of football.
It's reality of football, bro. Yeah, I agree. And that's
I want them to win, but this is what my eyes tell me. This is the reality of football. And everything that I said, go back and look at my good, bad, and ugly from the North Dakota State game. All of the concerns with bigger and better and faster talent came true. You're not going to fix things like this in 6 days, 7 days. I'm sorry, 10 days.
But what about the influx of being number one with all the new transfers and recruits and all that? Hey, we call that smoke and mirrors. Hey,
listen.
That looks good on paper. You still have to play the game. And based off of last week, right? It doesn't always go that way. And Coach, we were a little bit taken aback by the odd makers who were saying they were supposed to beat them by what? Was it like 21?
9.5.
Real, and they beat them by 18. And to be honest with you, that last 7 points due to the mishap on the punt, they got them 7 points. So they actually really beat them by, -7. They only really had 3 points, right?
And here's what I can't wait. And I'm not going to allow it. I'm not going to allow y'all throwing excuses around.
Ain't no excuses. Hey, anybody.
Hold on, Twig. I want to ride on this one.
Ride. Captain. No, hold on. Hey, hold on. Big wit cleaning. Hold on. We're going to Captain D coming. Captain V coming. Big wit cleaning. Can we get an apology for Coach? For Coach first, because Coach take a lot of heat. I'm not here all the time, but he tell me the man take a lot of heat. And then I know what I know. Can we get an apology to Coach and V12? But give it to Coach, because I ain't here all the time. That's my dog. And I hear what he go through, because I know he know what he's talking about. Y'all said high school recruits ain't important, and home visits are pointless, right? So let's talk about it. But go ahead, Coach. I just want to make sure that you get your due, because I don't like. I don't. No, listen, because I ain't here all the time, and when I'm listening though, I'm listening, and when they come at you about you hating, it doesn't make any sense, because it's a lot of emotion going on instead of objectivity, right? And that's the difference. You and I can sit back. We had a conversation today about what we saw about the U, of how we got to tighten up on some stuff. We fans, but we still got to call a spade a spade. Yeah, and that's the problem with these content creators who want to ride the gravy train and blow smoke up people's hoo-ha. You got you all in check. Hoo-ha, got you all in check, right? Want to blow smoke up people hoo-ha, and these hoo-ha, we got you all in check. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, when Coach is talking, just listen for a second. It's not about hating. It's about knowing what you know. My bad, Coach. I'm done.
All right. So here's what I want to say, and this is what I said I'm not going to allow. I'm not going to allow people to come on here with excuses. See, when it's all good, everybody want to ride, right? I get it. Hey, matter of fact, BP, go ahead and send that thing. Send that thing to the Zelle. You know what I'm talking about. Send that. You could, appreciate it. You know how to send it. But anyway, what I'm telling people, the excuses. I'm looking here already. I saw a dude said, well, matter of fact, here we go. Vowel authority. This is all on coaching. Vowel authority. But wait a minute. It's 159 years of NFL experience. It's all it is. We got the guy from Cincinnati. I'm not saying you, but when you bring up all on coaching, this is what I was saying. There's a lot of questions we don't know. King Diesel, the crowd helped the first half of the game, but ain't nobody cried when they was in Colorado and Boulder. Huh? The home field advantage. Miss me with that junk, dog. Matter of fact, slap yourself, you mother, because I'm tired of it. Hold on, I'm riding.
Y'all sound childish. That's an excuse.
I'm riding. Here's what I'm telling people. Here's what I'm telling people. And this is why I tell people you get tired of it. Oh, Lord. Shout out to the homie in the building. What's up, boy? What's up with you, Ray? You know Jerome, Ray.
Hey, fall down.
Yes, sir.
Fall down. Hey, fall down. Listen, my brother just sent me a picture of us, dog. I asked about you the other day. Corn called me. I asked about you. We missed you at the reunion, man. Yeah, I asked about you, dog. Hey, we were three amigos, me, you, and Corn, and Dank, four of us. So, hey,
I just talked to Dank tonight.
Hey, I'm glad to see you fall. Hey, let's connect, bro, for sure. Nice to see you, bro. Yeah.
So back to what I'm saying is, everything that I was saying. Again, I'm not saying I'm the 100% right guy. I'm making the observation to say, look, these things are potential problems. And everything was made, instead of saying, you know what, coach, maybe I can understand that. I can see it. Maybe they can fix it. No, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a hater, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Hate this, you son of a mother. I'm tired of this. And all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, when it comes to this game don't show no love for who you are or who you were. It is what it is. And the football gods will make you pay. And I have to say this, I'm not upset with Coach Prime. It's these mother-loving fans that are not, and they're fans, and I know what it stands for fanatic. Miss me with that crap too. But when a guy is up here trying to tell you, I'm saying, hey guys, whoa, tranquilo, take it easy. Make sure you understand this is what it is. This is not what you think it is. It ain't just throw the ball out there because this guy got a ranking from some pimple-faced dude sitting in the office in one of these recruiting services. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. When I told you, I said, guys, the offensive line is not what you think it is. And again, they got better. I agree with that 10,000%. But again, 4 is not 10. 7 is not 10. See, y'all want to think it went from 1 to 10. And now what's about to start happening is the same cycle from last year. We already starting to point the blame game because it started with their performance against North Dakota State. And the excuse was, well, North Dakota State was a great team. Yeah. Now it's going to be somebody else's fault. And then the next week and the next week and next week. And eventually, guess what's going to happen? You're going to turn on Prime, and I'm not going to allow it. I'm not going to allow it.
Coach,
I'm not.
I remember a couple times when you were on the live, and you made a poignant emphasis on this. There's no team in college football that's sitting and not trying to get better as
Correct.
well. So it's Colorado's getting better, which is fine, but so is Nebraska. So is Tulane. So is NIU. So are all these other teams. It's not only Colorado. Just because Colorado has retooled and has got some better talent, that doesn't mean people are remaining stagnant in college football. That theory is flawed, people. You have to stop it. Right?
I agree.
It's flawed. You're talking about the crowd. That's part of the game, young homie. Listen to unks, right? Young homie, that's part of the game. It's on coaches. No, it's not on coaches. They just had a better team than Colorado. Nebraska does this year. Spade to spade. Last year, Colorado had the better team. This year, Nebraska, in conjunction with Coach Rule, who is a phenomenal coach, right? Dog, this game wasn't. Colorado got embarrassed. Content creators, where y'all at? Embarrassed tonight.
And 12, I'll say this. If I hear another person come out here talking about referees,
man,
especially a content creator, bro, they letting them play. So I don't want to hear that. You know, like to me, I'm tired of it, dog. Y'all suck. King Jones for $5. I waited a long time to watch and see what's real and what's not. Coach Prime is stubborn, and Coach Hayes 100% correct. I appreciate you, King Jones. Thank you for $5. Thank you for that. We're gonna open up the phone lines in a minute. I see people already back here. I mean, y'all got the number on speed dial. That means y'all really watch in. But here's what I'm saying, and I'm telling you this: as a content creator, do what you choose. That's why it's called YouTube. You do you. I'm just simply saying, and I've said this before. As people, if we want to get on these platforms, and maybe I don't understand what these platforms mean, or maybe I'm a certain but if I'm going to sit up here and say certain things, and I know better, that's the difference now. That's key. And I know better, then guess what you're doing? You're grifting, dog. Hey, you're a grifter. Hold on. You're a grifter because if you know better, you ain't no different than my man Benny Hinn slapping people with the coat.
Hey, coach, I love that word. When I was in the courtroom a lot, I had an old school attorney from Ireland. He said, "Your Honor, he's a grifter." He called me a grifter. So, coach, you know your word ain't, coach. You're grifting. Hey, coach, guess what? Colorado content creator, they out here selling solar panels. The old school solar panels, and they done moved on. So all you content creators who selling old school solar panels from 10 years ago, stop it.
Nah, they selling solar panels in Alaska where it's dark 6 months of the year. That's the problem.
There you go.
So here's what I'm gonna say. We'll open up the phone line in a minute, but I want people to call in. I want to see people stand on business because one thing y'all like to do to coach, y'all like to hold me accountable. Y'all be the first one to come back because guess what? When they beat North Dakota State, well, I said they'll beat them, and I thought they would drag them. But again, I was wrong because they're not the team that I thought they were. I thought they were much better than this. And the North Dakota, I said Colorado State, but the North Dakota State game really made those question marks even bigger. And I was like, hold up, swole up. And you can see it in the the good, bad, and ugly. Go check those out if you haven't seen it. And I'm not here to be a I told you so guy, but damn it, I told you.
Yeah, you did.
I told you. Take it easy. I said, guys, this is not what it is. Everything runs through two. He didn't seem to have a very good game. He seemed to be kind of off kilter a little bit. And I understand that kind of stuff happens. And I even brought this up in another show. What happens when he's off kilter a little bit? What can they rely on to get through this game because he's not on par right now? It happens to all of us. None of us go to work every day at our best. None of us go to work at work every day and you're on 100% at your best. So how do you get through that? And the same thing with football. Every day you're not going to be at your best, but how does the team help you garner this? I mean, get this W. And so my question or my real thing to everybody is not do you believe, because I hope you still believe, but do you see now? Do you see now? And it's only Nebraska don't have nobody. Look what we did, 38-10. I had a caller call in. I think Mike B is his name on Wednesday's show. His first question to me, Coach, what's different about Nebraska's team last year than it is this year? I said, absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he say? Exactly. We beat them 38-10. Well, guess what? Dylan Raiola didn't help Colorado. Dylan Raiola didn't fumble the ball. Dylan Raiola didn't throw an interception. And look what the defense does. They didn't wear down. They kept fighting. Now, I'm going to say this. Offensively, I feel Matt Rule and them played hella conservative the second half.
They did.
Hella conservative the second half. They didn't mash that gas. And so therein lies the issue. 5 sacks this year. They had 7 sacks last year. He's getting hit crazy. Oh, it hit him late. Whatever. Y'all didn't even sack Dylan Raiola. Dylan Raiola, he can't move. Well, he damn sure made people miss out there. He sure made them miss. Because ain't nobody sack him. What happened to the defensive line? We got pass rush specialists. Y'all ain't got a sack yet. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all got one last week against North Dakota. At one point in the game, Shador was sacked more than he had completions. Bro, y'all tripping. So not that do you believe, is do you see? Do you see? 12, talk to him real quick. I'm going to open up the phone line, let these people spit it off. Once the phone line back up, I'm telling you, I'm on my 2-minute gig now. I'm on one right now. I got to stick to my 2 minutes. So they're going to timer. I think it's going to come up. If not, I'm going to fix it while we up here because then we're going to do 2 minutes. There you go. See the 2 minutes? Right there in the glass. See it in the glass? All right.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat for 422 and climbing. Hey, tag somebody. Tag all the Colorado fans. Hey, neighbors, aunts, uncles, cousins. Tag the babies too. You know what we're trying to do is say this. Listen, there's a call in. If you're a Booth fan, call in because we need to talk about this. We're on the couch tonight. Therapy session. Coach Hayes, V12 on the therapy session. Sometimes you just have to sit back and relax and see what's going on. And sometimes you can see the writing, like they say, it's the old cliche. You see the writing on the wall. And even prior to this, we were saying this. We have to, I want you fans just to sit back and take a look at it. Don't let people blow smoke up your hoo-ha, your Busta Rhymes, okay? That's all I'm going to say to you. We got the phone lines open. This game wasn't close, people. I'm sorry, this game wasn't close. From start to finish, this game wasn't close. This game was a pretty much total domination from a Power 5 school. Bottom line. And you got to be concerned about that. That's very concerning going into next week and then so many injuries. It may be worse than we probably actually
Major injuries. I'll say this real quick, if you don't mind, because people talking about, and again, I know these things happen. For example, they talked about North Dakota and talking about how they scored every drive. Bro, just listen to the drive endings. Punt, downs. I mean, you went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Interception for a touchdown. Punt, missed field goal. Punt, missed field goal. He might have make it. He might have missed it. I don't know. Field goal. I'm sorry, y'all. Field goal, punt, turnover on downs. That means they didn't get on fourth down. Touchdown, fumble. Bro. Anyway, the phone lines are open. People are calling in. You got 2 minutes. If you are a member, you get to skip the line and speak your piece. And right here, shout out to Brother Jay Blaze, member in the building. Brother Jay Blaze, talk to us, baby. You got 2.
Okay. First, I want to say that Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffs definitely got talent on their team. If you look at last year's team, to this year's team, I think they improved a little. It was a question mark when they played North Dakota because they only won by 5 points. I was like, that was North Dakota. But, I said against teams like Nebraska and the teams that's already been pumping, Prime is building. It's going to take time. It takes time to build a team. And Prime who he is just he's building it quicker, but he's not dead. So those elite teams that's within that division, that conference, he's not going to win. It's just that simple. He's just not going to win. It's going to take time for him to build. And he got better from last year. He got weapons now. He knows, and next year is going to even be even better. So it's going to take time, and that's all I got to say.
I appreciate you.
Go Canes.
I love it. Appreciate you, Blaze. $2 Omega Red. XL.
What's up, V12?
What's up, brother? Nice to hear your voice, man. Hey, I'll say this. I know that I mentioned this some time ago. I just don't know. The team is improving in theory. I just don't know if the space and time for Dion to win and be successful is going to be at Colorado. I said this in the beginning. I think he may have to move on if he wants to be competitive there. If you're looking at some of these other teams, it's going to be tough for him to have those reins in Colorado. Remains to be seen. Let me just say this. For all you Colorado fans out there, Travis leaves this year. Shiloh's gone, and Shador is gone. A couple other people are gone. The cupboard is going to be pretty much empty. Where does Dion go from there? Think about that tonight while you go to bed. Thanks, Blaze.
All right. Right on time. Omega Red for the $2. Call Chino XL, Coach. No,
Chino XL.
I'm good.
So you think he's going to do a lateral move?
I don't know what's going to. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna formulate, but it's going to be difficult. I think there where he is at Colorado, he does have talent. It's just some things off. You can have a whole bunch of offense, but remember, offense, defense, and special teams. And most of the players and most of the teams who do well, they do have continuity on defense. And right now, it's not there at Colorado in the offensive line. Even though they somewhat improved, it's still not showing on the football field, not translating right now on the football field.
Gotcha.
I got one more question to you and Coach Hayes. One more question, because I'm getting ready to stir this spoon and it's getting ready to get deep. And people think about this. If Florida State keep losing with Mike Novell, could that be the not calling Dion back home?
No. Can I say this? And I'm gonna be very honest. And I mean this in no negative way at all. They want a coach that's winning.
Right.
I didn't say he's not a winner. They want a coach that's winning. How many coaches are getting jobs with 4-8 records?
Right.
But that's Coach Hayes' perspective. Here's my perspective. Here, hold on, Coach. Let me push back. I think that sometimes how these administrations believe, remember, popularity sometimes outshines winning. And in Dion's case, I think if push comes to shove and all things are equal, he could get to Florida State. I think they pitch him an offer, Coach, no matter if he's winning or not.
They may give him an offer. I don't think he gets the job.
I think he gets the job.
Florida State has a standard of they want to win. They want to win. Right. Colorado has no standard. Their standard was 30 years ago.
Right.
And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not saying Coach Prime is not a winner. He's not winning. There's a difference. I got to push on. Yeah, I got to push on. All right, I got the roll, Blaze. Much love to you, brother.
Good question. Good question, Blaze. You got me and Coach fighting over here.
Now you're gonna tell the people to listen to me, and then you're gonna put down the mess with you, dog. You all good. All right, 4326 on the line. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
What's going on, Coach?
I'm going on, man. Who am I talking to?
This is Key from Georgia.
Key from Georgia. What's up, Key?
What's going on, man? I ain't gonna lie to you, Coach. This is the same thing from last year. They soft, they frail. The line gets no push on either side. They hyped up this class, talking about all these new linemen. They got one sack and all that garbage. Hogwash means nothing. Should do a little startle. And let's have a real conversation right now. I got 2 minutes. I'm gonna have a quick real conversation with you. You remember when Deion Sanders was calling out on all them reporters a week or two ago?
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk to them now? Can you not answer their questions now? You're doing all that extra stuff for a coach that has no skin in the game, man. I want us to prove to all people on this line. Just because you're a Hall of Fame player don't mean you're going to be a great coach when all is said and done. So let's get that out of the way. Coach Prime be talking to these reporters and these dudes like he above them because he played in the NFL. I'm sorry, you did a job, they got a job to do now. So all that sassy talk to these reporters like you're better than them, you keep picking these same transfer portal guys, and these same transfer portal guys are showing you they don't have no fight when it comes to, I don't know, Nebraska looked like a team that was in the weight room today, man. Simple as that, man. You couldn't touch just like you let a freshman in his second start come at your team clean, and by the second quarter, the game was over. When is we gonna talk about Coach Prime how to be able to get these teams ready for these big games? Because USC, Oregon last year, the same thing. Utah last year, the same thing. Colorado State was supposed to be a big game, and you went to the nail biter with these lower tier teams. They are playing up and down the competition for a team that ain't good enough. And I'm not understanding.
I guess.
You're absolutely right, bro.
Go ahead. You got 47 seconds. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, Coach, man. I'm keeping it being, man. I'm looking at that schedule, man. Baylor, Texas Tech ain't guaranteed. Kansas State definitely ain't guaranteed. Utah, Oklahoma State. This is for the easy stretch of their schedule. And they really shinning it up, man. I ain't gonna lie. This was pitiful. For all the people that say, I'd rather lose in a blowout than a closed Hail Mary type situation or by the nails of my teeth, how do you feel now watching that game? But that's what a blowout and being dominated look like. Go Dogs.
This mother said, "Go Dogs."
Go Dogs.
Hey, man, right. Fuck them Canes, man. I'm on there with y'all, man. We know y'all
hold up, dog. Hey, hit the private button. Me and you got to talk.
I like how you put a shot in.
Georgia Bulldogs. Y'all don't want to see us. You know that.
Listen.
We can handle like some gentlemen, or we can get in some gangster. Hold on, get this fool off my line.
No, he fired a shot. He fired a low key shot. Hey, shout out to Kobe Young. Hey, shout out to Kobe Young from the U. Got him a touchdown last week. I'm not sure about this week. But guess what? Hey, we'll see y'all. Hey, we'll see y'all soon. Don't worry. We're coming.
All right, let me go to the next caller. Did he call back? Hold on, this mother. Watch this. What's up, dog? Well, yeah, what's up? Huh?
Man, you know what it is, man. Y'all know y'all want to see this. We'll see y'all soon if y'all get there. You got 3 games to choke.
We get there.
To take them calling right here.
All right, dog, for sure. Get your back here in your way. Anyway, let me go to the next one on the line. 6012. You got 2 minutes. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. That can't just biting.
Hey, can you hear me, Coach?
I got you loud and clear. Who we speaking with? Talk to it.
Man, man, I called last week after the North Dakota State game. Whether you remember or you don't know, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be short and simple. I said last week, the issue is we talking about the same problems from last year. The fact that it's a new year, we talking about the same issue is a problem. Now, I was on another call earlier with some Colorado fans. They was telling me, I was telling them, Colorado, they too in the trenches. Based off last week, they got pushed around, and people think that it's easy. People think that this is sweet, man, and they realizing they getting embarrassed every week, and they think, and they might not win the game for the rest of the season. I just got to be honest, man. Like this is pathetic. This is honestly pathetic, and everything that's happening, you know what I'm saying. And I love Deion, I love Prime Time, but Coach Prime, I am not a fan of it. That this is embarrassing. They should be embarrassed. Like this is despicable, bro.
I got you. Go ahead.
But that's all I had to say, man. Like the same, the right was on the wall last week. The right was on the wall. They just get pushed around in the trenches, and you think you're gonna be finesse every week. You think you're just gonna be finesse every week. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. When I can get to your quarterback, when he can't get the ball off. The finesse don't matter on the outside. And if I can run the ball down your throat, it don't matter if I can get the ball to my receivers. You got a true freshman quarterback in his second start. Man, this is crazy. But I'm just laying there, man. That's it.
I appreciate it, dog. Thank you for that call, man. All right, listen. Real quick, I'll just say this on an honest note. Dre said something. I don't know who. I don't know what number Dre is in this thing, but anyhow, hold up. I'm gonna say what I had to say, but I think this is somebody. Oh God, hold on. I got nervous. I saw something, but I'm gonna just say this right quick before I take this call. All right. The problem is Prime is not the problem in setting what he's setting. Now, part of his problem is he is exposing the world to the inner workings of his operation. But all these grifters out here are the ones y'all are really mad at. You got people making videos, we going 12-0. You got people making videos, we finna do this. And for you as viewers and football consumers that may not really understand the game and how the engine works, a lot of us know how to drive a car, but we have no idea what the flux capacitor is. We just know to put the key in the engine, turn it or press the button and go. But we don't know how to fix it.
I'm going to challenge you on that, Coach.
Hold on, hear me out. Let me finish my piece. What I'm saying to you is when you listen to the Shade Tree Mechanics and you pay half price, you know you always pay double. Oh, he going to give it to me for a great deal. Where's the shop at? Oh, in his backyard. That's what you're getting. Because he speaks with confidence. He speaks like he knows, and he just talking, blowing smoke up your butt, giving you anal cancer. And the problem is that that's what y'all running with. So now your expectations are not being met. Your feelings are hurt because you took that information and you went to the barbershop, you went to work, you went to the family reunion, you talked to your auntie, and you regurgitated that bullcrap information. And now when auntie be like, well, baby, you told me they was going to whoop Nebraska. What happened? And you have no answers. So what do? Now you got to blame somebody. You're not going to say, well, I listened to this dude and he sounded really confident, because now you sound like you got scammed. Instead of saying, you know what? I need to start listening to that dude. And you passed on BS information. And that's what's going on. 12, I know you want to push back. I think this may be somebody special.
No, go ahead. I don't think it was quick. I just wanted to say it's like driving a manual automatic car, but folks can't drive the stick shift with the clutch. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to add to that. So yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, but I'm just saying, we all drive cars, but we really don't know how they work. We know they got an engine, but we don't know what turns the wheels. We don't know that. We just know when I press this pedal, the car go forward. When I put it in R, it go backwards. When I put it in D, it go forward. Like, that's all we truly know for the most part, unless we into cars. And I'm a football mechanic. Anyway, I'm gonna take this call right here. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. I hope this is the person I'm looking for.
Yo, what up, Coach? It's Blue.
Damn, Blue. I'm glad it's you, but you're not the person I'm looking for, because I saw anonymous. And I thought it was I thought it was Miss Wilcox. So I apologize, Blue. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Blue. Talk to me.
Look, Coach, I'm gonna tell you like this. This is the same shit as last year. They, trying to get it done on hopes and dreams and all that hype. They talk, if they didn't talk so much of that trash, then people probably wouldn't be so hard on them. But, they talk a big game and then they go put out what they put out tonight. So, I think Dion maybe got 1-2 more years to get it together at CU, but they're going to kick him to the curb if you don't. And that's just what it is. Hopes and dreams don't put scores on the board.
True story. True story. True story. My question, let me ask you a question, Blue, since you kind of paused. Who's giving these hopes? See, here's why I say about coaches. What are they supposed to say? They're supposed to say we're going to go out here and suck. That's why I don't hold Coach Prime accountable in that sense. Because when he's talking to this team. So he's supposed to say what he's saying. Like, you understand what I'm like? So I get that part. It's the other part where what coach speak is. versus looking at something and saying, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Blue. Going once, going twice. Blue. All right. I guess he hungry. He said what he had to say. Much love to him. All right, let me go to the next caller. 12. Anything you want to say in regards to what he said?
Yeah, I just saw this. Shout out to AM Colorado fans on other sites saying they need to replace the old.
See? Hell no. And if you see that, that's my point. If you
I
see
don't
that,
think fans understand. I don't think fans understand how hard it is to develop a bunch of line. It can't be done. This is laughable.
AM.
If they're on other channels, infiltrate that channel and drop our, because they're being fed. It's almost like if anybody known, shout out to, everybody know the story of Jim Jones, people drinking the Kool-Aid and not really researching, know what's going on. Research that. They're following people who were bringing them down a rabbit hole and not really telling them the truth about what's going on. Again, from a Colorado perspective, they were so bad for a very, very long time. They hit the prize with Dion. They hit the prize winning 4 games because they had 1-0, right? So the standard is low. Standard is low there at Colorado. Got to remember that. They're making money. Dion got 4 Aflac commercials I see running right now. About 4
and some almonds.
Yes. So Dion is winning. Well-off media is winning.
Right.
Dion is doing his thing and making his money. So from that perspective, Colorado is winning. But in the trenches, they're getting bullied, like the brother said from Georgia. Bully football. Bully ball.
And here's all I'm saying, bro. Back to what we're talking about. If another channel is saying that, I can't speak for a fan, but if the content creator who knows ball ain't correcting them because they were just on there saying, we got this line. These were all starters. All of this stuff. And all of them got whooped from right to left, from left to right. Everybody, it was not a good showing. It was not a good showing. So if you see that, challenge them. Tell them to coach. If they tell you something, say, Coach Hayes, say, meet them in the kitchen. Email me, coachhayesfootball@gmail.com. Holla at me. Matter of fact, I'm going to make another email. It's going to be thekitchen@gmail.com. Set that up. Anyway, let me get to the next caller, man. Ohio player in the building. Call us, talk to us, give us your name. Where you call from? I'm pissed, dog. Ohio player, play on.
Hey, what's up? What's happening? It's the Ohio player. Buckeyes won. That's good. Buffs lost. That's not so good. They got to run Hayden more. I told y'all this since the beginning. They got to run Dalen Hayden more. If they do that, they'll be better off. He ran the ball hard today. He caught the ball for 30 yards. But I'm a huge Coach Prime supporter, as everybody knows. And I think he do very little wrong in the game of football. But right. I have to agree with some people, critics and supporters, on and off the record. And I heard callers said before too, I think he's playing this kumbaya a little too much, because I'm looking at the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, and that center, and number 44, that running back, Charlie. They are really not qualified to have those positions. And, Mata, I wanted to say it so bad last week. He's kicking the ball too low, and he got exposed today. Is he a good kicker? Yes, but he has to kick the ball higher than he gets, especially when he's playing against these elite teams.
I'm sorry, Ohio player. I'm sorry, I didn't even start your time. The reason I'm interrupting you, and here's what people have to understand, right? Do you know why he's kicking the ball low?
Well, because he's 5'7", 5'6".
Got nothing to do with his height. You know why? He's trying to drive it. He doesn't have that leg. So he's trying to drive that ball. So he doesn't have the leg. When guys have that leg and that swing, it's like kicking a ball is just like a bat swing. It's about bat speed, right? It's not about really how strong you are. It's how fast you get the bat around. It's how fast you get your leg up around. And that's the same thing. That's why he's kicking it low, because at the distance in which he's kicking it, he can't afford to give it to Art because it doesn't have enough distance behind it. So he has to drive it. That Art kills distance, and that's why it's coming out low. He doesn't have a strong leg. So it's not the fact that he's kicking it low. It's the fact that he doesn't have the leg.
Yeah, that's true. He's a former soccer player. He's been playing since he was like 5, and his parents and grandparents. So, he comes from a soccer background. So, but, I still think he needs to kick the ball a little bit higher as well as most,
I agree. Then it's going to be short.
Right.
He don't have a leg. Look at Feely.
Yeah. And
talk about Coach Prime with the timeout.
So, we just gotta go with it. He's been pretty consistent, and hopefully he can stay consistent. Also, like I said, Shedeur, he had a rough night. He's still holding the ball a little too long for my liking. He's got to let that ball go a little, especially when that line collapsed. He's got to let it go. And I think that was Travis was getting upset, but they got that type of relationship. It's like your brother. Y'all, like a brother of yours, probably get into it with. So it's nothing there. But I think Travis had a good game. Hayden had a good game. Shedeur, had a decent game in the second half. I thought the second half was better than their first half. Just like last week, I thought the second half was better than their first half. They got a next second half with the first half. But like I said, the schedule is not getting easier. I think it could be Colorado State, of course. Maybe Baylor, but it's not going to get easier after that, and nothing guaranteed with those injuries. Like 3 or 4 injuries, and hopefully they can heal up. I don't know about Shallow because they say he has a broken forearm. If that's the case, he's going to be out for a little while, so hopefully that's not the case. I don't know. But, they got to run the ball better. That number 44 needs to not come on the field. Hayden and Welch, number 29, that true freshman, I think he can speak volume if they run the ball more. And that 58 and that center and that 56, they need to be replaced. Or
no, sir. No, sir, Ohio player. Nope. I just spoke on this. No, sir. I'm sorry, Ohio player. I love you.
Sure.
And I love the way you play your saxophone. But I ain't going to let you do it. Because when they was coming on, everybody was praising 56, Tyler Brown. Remember, he's the young man from Jackson State that had to sit out. And it's the feel-good story. It's to this. It's to that. When Khalil Benson came here from Indiana, he only gave up 1 sack and 700 snaps. Now he got to be replaced. Guess what? It ain't nobody better.
No, I said the center. I said the center and not the right.
Okay,
left tackle. I'm talking about the right tackle.
Okay,
and I'm talking about 58 or 56. 58 is the center.
Hankinson.
Who
you gonna replace him with? Who you gonna replace him with?
He twice he snapped the ball low to Shedeur. 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
And twice to hit the ground. So, and then his blocking was not good at all. And number 56, that right tackle, whoever he is, he just wasn't, he's not blocking. He let 3 or 4 times he let a defensive player run past. And so you can't be having that.
Much love, man. Well, Ohio player, I got to run. That's 2 minutes, man. We got quite a few people in the thing.
Thank you for taking the call.
Keep playing. All right. Keep playing, player. Keep playing.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Yes, sir. All right, coming up next, the lady of the hour, Lexus. Talk to me, baby. Now, remember, we got a guest on the line.
Hi, Coach Hayes.
How you doing, Lexus? I ain't talked to you in a minute, huh?
I'm good. How are you? Happy 12.
Hold on. It took another man to bring you out the house to speak to me?
Hey, Coach. Come on. Relax, Coach. Hey, Alexis. How are you?
Hold on. You say Alexis?
I'm good.
Hold on. You say
Alexis. Yeah, or 2 Lexises. Okay. Or Lexi.
What's up, Lexus? Talk to me. I hate to put on. You got 2 minutes.
Okay, guys. Listen here. That game sucked. It was awful. Colorado was awful. The team was awful. The offensive line was pathetic. So I'm gonna give Shedeur some grace because he was running for his life literally the entire game. Literally. Did he make some mistakes and get frustrated and all that good stuff? Of course he did. So did Travis Hunter. I thought he was gonna bust a blood vessel out there. He was getting so frustrated. But listen, guys, at the end of the day, college football is the most competitive, Power 5, Power 4, whatever number you want to call it now. It's the most competitive college football sport, period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You just can't walk in here, grab a couple people out the portal, slap 5, and go win a championship. This ain't what this is.
Mhm.
So I don't understand. I've been saying it from day one. There is no Coach Prime fan, not fanatic. Fan no bigger than me. I've been following that child since he was playing in Pampers. Okay, so and I was in a myself. So Coach Prime, I said, not Colorado necessarily. I followed him at Jackson State. I'm following him here, and if he coach somewhere else, I'm gonna follow him there.
Yes, ma'am.
And speaking of coaching somewhere else, I have to agree with B12 a little bit more than you, Coach Hayes, about that possibility now of Florida State, even though he ain't winning at Colorado. But time will tell, and we'll see. We'll see, right? And you're right about one thing, Coach Hayes. Yes, Florida State is believing in winning. Problem is, right now they're not winning. Okay, so they believe in it. They want it. They champion on it. Of course, they're that school with that pride. I agree with you there. Challenge is that's not happening. So could Coach Prime get a chance if he wanted it? And hey, I ain't gonna say no to that. But at any rate, back to Colorado. The game sucked, guys. It was absolutely pathetic. And that's no other way to put it. There is no excuse but to say, like I said, even before they started, they're a new team again.
Right.
Because they had to do so much replacing and
you can't
transfer
tell.
portal and all. That's why when you say you number one recruit for the transfer portal, I'm not so sure that's a compliment. Because you're having to get all these new people.
Right.
And you're kind of having to start over.
Right. So let's I got these 2 minutes. We'll talk after. Hit me on the line. You know what I'm saying? No.
Hi, beloved. How you, honey? Listen, I just want to say that, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm never a person that make an excuse for nobody. I don't care who it is. I am the biggest UGA fan in the world. When they suck, I'm gonna call you and tell you they suck.
That's
okay,
right.
And I don't care what ranking they got.
That's right.
The freaking football game.
That's right.
That's how I look at it. But anyway, that's all I have to say, guys. It was nice talking to you, gentlemen. Thank you for taking my call.
I surely will. Thank you, Lexus. Don't be a stranger.
All
right, Lexus in the building.
So
she's driving forward.
Just highlight one thing that she said that is very, very true.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen overnight. There's a lot of parity, as you see. A lot we spoke about this. A lot of these teams are retooling and rebuilding. Like I said, look at the NIUs. Oregon's playing right now, who's getting handled. Tulane played earlier today. Notre Dame against not Notre Dame. Penn State against Bowling Green. So to her point, she's absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a little bit of time. So just because you get all these people, that doesn't necessarily equate to wins immediately. So shout out to Lexus, very astute.
Real quick, you just pulled it up. I saw somebody in the chat talking about Oregon. I wasn't looking at them. You said that, so I just pulled it up. They losing 14-20, and they saying had the same energy. I will have the same energy, but I'm talking about Colorado right now. That right there is a major issue. Y'all want to always deflect, but I want to address this real quick.
Dre, since you Monday morning quarterback and call in, brother.
Yeah, everybody want to deflect. Now you want to put it on Dan Manning.
Start hiding behind them Twitter fingers. Just call in, bro. It's free. Right. You got everything to say. Call in, brother.
So respectfully, we passed that. Call in then.
Yeah, call in now. We missed that. Let's call in.
I'll make sure I have any. Oh, I got any members in here? All right, 99 and 79 coming to you. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Okay.
What's going on? Who am I speaking to?
You speaking to Dre.
God. Well,
good.
The luck of the draw.
What you want to talk about tonight?
Yeah.
Talk to us, Dre.
Yeah, first of all, respectfully, I need the co-host to chill on this one. You know what I'm saying?
You don't. Hey, brother. Don't respectfully me. Just say what you got. Just say what you got to say. Let's have a conversation. Okay. Right? No. You talk. I'm the co-host. Respectfully, you say your piece,
right.
and I'm gonna respond to you, brother.
Get his ass 12.
You don't run nothing around here. We run this show. So you say your piece, and I'm gonna respond, bro. Bottom line, let's rock. Let's rock, homie. Okay. I don't play them games, dog.
Hey, look, I get a high five. I get a high five.
No ifs, ands, or maybes, dog. I don't play that. It's our show.
the other way, dog. Let me get a high five.
Whatever.
No,
I don't play them games, dog. So you say your piece. Hey, you're not gonna bully me. You ain't Nebraska. You ain't gonna bully me, dog. That's number one. So say your piece, dog. And then we rock and roll.
Matter of fact,
your feelings, bro. Your feelings.
I'm not in my feelings. What I'm saying to you is, you can't tell me to chill. Say your piece, and I'm going to respond, cuz that's all I'm saying to you, dog.
Hell yeah, 12.
And you don't. Hey, I don't know you. You don't know me. Say your piece, and I'm gonna come back.
There we go.
To the channel.
All right.
Like, all right.
Damn right, 12.
Respectfully to the co-host. Coach Hayes, I'm disappointed in you, Coach Hayes.
Why?
I thought you would keep it real, brother.
About what?
Bro, to me, it seemed like you giving Coach Prime a pass when you blaming the fans of Coach Prime, bro. Whatever you want to call them. You blaming the fans. You be blaming Dion for selling them a dream.
Bro, so here's what I'll tell you. You can't blame the grifter. You got to blame. Listen, let me ask you this. Watch this, sir. I got a prime piece of real estate in the Everglades, and you buy it. Who do you blame? You didn't do your research, sir. You didn't do your research. No. You didn't do your research. See, the problem with what y'all don't understand what Prime is doing, he's selling a product. And you bought a faulty product.
We're talking about coaching, though. We're talking about football. We're talking about coaching football.
What you mean? He's
coaching football like you blaming the fans. Yes, the fans have something to do with it. At the same time, that's Coach Prime because he's selling the fans a dream for them to feel the way they feel to come on to your channel.
No, sir. No, sir. Let me ask you this: when did Coach Prime ever say he was going 12-0? No. When did he say? When did he say he was going 12-0?
It's the coaching job. You giving Coach Prime a pass.
Rick George? No, sir.
Everybody else besides Coach Prime.
Rick George gave. Excuse me.
For the failure of him losing this game.
Rick George. I agree with that, but Rick George gave him that job at Colorado. Arkansas didn't give him that job. I'm not protecting Prime. I'm not. No, it ain't about. Bullshit. I call him out all the time. Listen, hold on, Dre. I call him out all the time. I was just going to say, he didn't call timeout for them damn 10 seconds that ran off the clock before the half. That's dumb, right? That's completely idiotic at that point. Second is, there are things that I said. I talk about this. We even talk about it maybe in the Discord. But there are certain things I bring up, maybe the members, because they throw a little cash, so that way they got a little bit more information than I'll just say the other person. Because again, it's business. I'm not only a businessman, I'm a business man. And so here's what I'm trying to say is at the end of the day, you want to hold Coach Prime accountable. I get it. There's nothing wrong with holding him accountable. However, you fell into the dream boat that you going. You remember Martin, the TV show? You remember Martin? No.
Going into some
no, not. Do you remember Martin? Do you remember Martin when you looked at the pamphlet?
And it got the pretty. It's about Coach Prime.
It is. And you fell into it.
I think you being soft.
Not at all. I'm not being soft. I've said what I had to. If I'm being soft about Coach Prime, then why they call me a hater?
It's not about you being a hater. They call me a hater too, Coach.
I know, but why am I a hater? Why am I labeled the hater? Hold on. Why am I labeled the hater if I hold Coach Prime accountable? But I'm being called the hater. I'm being called a hater, but I go soft on Prime. I don't go soft on Prime.
Let me interject, Coach, real fast. I'm just trying
to talk today because you blaming the fans.
No.
Don't blame the fans.
Coach put out the Coach Prime. Put that affect that stuff to the CU Dion lovers,
and you fell for it.
You can't call out the CU Dion lovers without calling out Coach Prime.
And you fell for it
for him failing. A lot of other kids is on that football team.
Listen, I agree.
He fell in those kids.
Yeah, but guess what? Can I tell you this? But can I tell you this? That is also, I've said this before. I've said that to other people. Those kids and those parents have to do their due diligence on Dion. Gold Jackets don't win games. Gold Jackets have won games. Gold Jackets don't win games. They have won games. There's a difference. So when people get caught up in the smoke and mirrors and they think it's real, like people really think magic is real. It's an illusion. And if you fall for it, it's nothing wrong with being entertained. But if you fall for it, Dre, then damn it, that's on you.
No.
Here's my thing. Let me interject.
My only problem with you, like, I think that you are honest about a lot of things you say, and I respect your channel. I respect everything
I appreciate that.
and I follow you, and I'm still gonna do that. But at the same time, like when you blame those I'm not a CU fan. I'm going for Nebraska. At the same time, though, when you blame the CU Dion lovers, you got to blame him too. You blame it on the Dion lovers. Like
I do blame. How many times have I blamed him?
You being soft. You being soft.
No. Everyone has to do. So here's my thing. I'm interjecting right now. Everyone has to do their own research and look at everything objectively. Dre, look up that word. It's an objective word, right? It's objective. So take yourself. Okay. So take yourself away from the emotions. Just like Coach says, there's no coach in America who's going to come and say their team is bad. There's no coach in America who does that. No coach in America does that. They're going to promote their team. They're going to promote their even CEOs. There's no CEO. Jeff Bezos ain't gonna come out and say Amazon sucks, even though they have problems, right? No one's gonna do that. So my point is this. My point. No, hold on. I'm making a parallel. Dre. My point is this. Dion is the head man. He does have a lot of responsibility in this, 100%. But fans have to do their initial research on their own, my brother. That's the bottom line.
We did our research, brother. We did.
I'm not saying. I didn't say you. I didn't say you, Dre. Dre, I didn't say you, brother.
Coach Hayes, you give him a pass.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Hold on, Dre. Hold on, because I got a bunch of callers. What is the pass I give? Are you saying I'm giving him a pass in general, or tonight I'm giving him a pass?
I think that you've been I think this one, I'm gonna keep it short because you gotta move on. I think that you know what you know. I think you know the truth. But I think that you giving Dion a pass for what he's been doing, and you know it's not right. You know it's not right. You know that Dion need to be held accountable for his team.
So Dre,
OC, for the DC.
So Dre,
everybody.
So Dre,
I play ball. I know coach.
So Dre,
with the head coach.
Dre, I'm with you. Do you recall? I don't know how much you watch the show. You say you follow, and I'm cool with that. Do you know that I questioned his pick at DC? I'm like, where's this guy come from? Who is this guy? Right? Nobody knows this guy. I said this clearly. I said the reason he has the people he has is because nobody else took the job. Pat Shurmur, why did he hire Pat Shurmur so late? Pat Shurmur was already on the staff. He could have hired him as soon as my man left, but he didn't because I felt, I don't know this to be factual, that Pat Shurmur was looking for another job. And guess what? It didn't happen. Here you go. Just take this one. And I said this, Coach Prime talked too much. He came out there and said, I'm hiring an NFL guy. And when he thought he was going to get one, it didn't work. Now he had put his foot in his mouth and he was stuck trying to find an NFL guy. And he ended up with a guy with no experience. Not saying he's a bad coach, but we're talking about an experienced guy at the coordinator position. I clearly said that. That's critical. I've said that Coach Prime has to shut the F up sometime and just coach some ball. And they're like, hey, me. Well, because sometimes you talk too much. I haven't seen the press conference we live right now. However, it's going to be something in that press conference that he probably shouldn't even said. I've been critical about him in a lot of things, but also praise him for a lot of things. I've been very critical about the recruiting process. The hell, even Lexus told me I can't talk about it no more. I say it so doggone much. So what I'm trying to tell you.
Say one thing.
Okay, say your last part, and then I'll make it happen.
Okay, like I don't want to bring up last year. I want to bring up last year.
Okay.
But people were talking about how the CU fans were talking about how Prime Time is a Hall of Famer. He's the best cornerback in the nation, and the dude got torched for freaking 300+ yards, and he didn't make no adjustments within the secondary. You know what I'm saying? No adjustments. So it's like it's clues to what they are.
And I said that, Dre.
It's clear.
And I said that.
But coach, I'm gonna leave it at this. I know you gotta see what you're saying. I respect it, but I
Appreciate
think
it.
you've been a little soft on Coach Prime. I'm
I-
gonna be real with you.
If you feel that way,
be real
then
with
I'm sorry you feel that way. Maybe because I ain't dogging him
I'm still
into the
gonna
earth.
support your channel. I'm still gonna
I
support your
appreciate
channel.
you, dog, and I'm glad you will. But like I say, Drake, just maybe because I ain't dogging him into the earth and plowing him in the ground, maybe, and mother effing him in. Damn, he sucked. He shouldn't be no coach. I'm not gonna do that. The young man got not the young man, but Prime got an opportunity to do it. He's out there doing it. Somebody gave him the chance. Who would I be to knock it? Now I can constructively criticize what he does, but I ain't gonna be like, he ain't no coach. I'm not gonna ever do that. Now that I'm not gonna do, because guess what? He got an opportunity. How he got it? Guess what? He got a chance to skip the line that people like the palm of my hand get to skip every day.
And
so I can't be mad at that.
let me add this.
You handled it so well, Coach Hayes. But
I thank you, brother.
I'm gonna add this.
I got you.
I got you,
Yeah, brother.
I got the one. Go ahead, Drake. Go.
All right,
Thanks, Drake.
Yeah, we'll
Go
highlight
ahead.
you.
Well, finish your point and go ahead.
Yes,
I'm
my thing is this: Dion is. We've always said this. We said it last year. When you're winning, the head coach gets it. When you're losing, we've made that parallel many times, Dre. So I'm not sure if you just hopped on the train 2 weeks ago, but we said the parallel many times. But let me just say this about Dion. At the end of the day, Dion has proven at Jackson State that he is a viable coach. We know that he loves his players. He supports his players. He wants to see his players graduate. And so when you say being soft on Dion, we're going to be as critical to Dion as we are to Mario Cristobal or Manny Diaz. No different. So I don't know where you stand, my brother, but we're going to keep it right there. Yes, Dion is responsible for a lot of things, but for the most part, Dion is he's a coach and he's done well. It's just that right now at Colorado, it's not working for him right now. Can he change it around? It's a possibility, but we're not gonna double and then dog him out. He's responsible. We've said that many times. He's definitely responsible. I mean, we said that many times, but we're not gonna put him in a headlock and DDT him like Junkyard Dog, because we're not doing that to Mario Cristobal. We're not doing that to any other coach around here. You get my drift, homeboy?
All right, 9705 coming to you. Call or talk to us. Give us your name. Damn, I just had his number. 9705. Give us your name, where you calling from. Talk to us. You got 2 minutes, man.
Boxing Truth Serum. What's up, Coach Hayes?
What's up, Boxing Truth Serum? Talk to us, man. What's on your mind?
You know, we had a discussion last week. We talked about the creativity, the lack of on the offense, and just to go back a minute, man. You can't say Dion. Too many of y'all putting too much emphasis on a year and a half in a program. I mean, y'all get carried away. This program was 1-11 before this brother got there. Now, granted, we do understand, if you coach football and you understand football, especially at different levels, you know that just because you play in the NFL doesn't make you a great college coach or high school coach or even a Pop Warner coach. Correct. We understand that. Good coaches understand that. So he might have to take some time and figure that out, right? Because clearly we already knew Pat Sherman was not going to be. I had my issues with him making that hire in the beginning anyway, because I've never seen this guy except when he was at the Eagles when they was 13-3, have an successful offensive year. Other than that, it's been mediocre at best. So until he figure out that with all the talent that he has and to use it properly, he's gonna keep running into this problem that he had tonight. I ain't saying he can't turn it around. Can turn it around. He's got a long season to turn it around. But some things definitely going to have to change, because you keep putting that line in a position to where they're not going to be successful. You cannot drop back and throw the ball down after down after down after down. That's impossible for anybody to do that. I don't care what offense you're running. You cannot do that. I don't care if you're throwing screens to the outside and calling them runs or whatever. You cannot do that, because these good defensive linemen are going to pin their ears back, and they're going to come and they're going to get your best players hurt. Period. So until he figure that out and start using, this guy's supposed to be an offensive line coach, to start using some line play. Until he does that, they're going to have problems with that offense against subpar teams. I ain't even saying Nebraska is even that good of a team because I don't believe that they are. I think they're gonna get thrashed when they get to their division.
That's fine.
I really believe that.
That's fine. That's fine.
But other than that, until he realizes that you have to do more than put the ball in Shadour's hands and try to throw the ball all over the damn field, he's gonna have problems. And that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for the call, man. 12, I'll just say this, and based on his call, I like I said, you got a new coordinator, Pat Sherman. You even got some people talking about they're going to run double tights. I ain't seen a tight end yet. They're going to run this. They're going to run the ball. Again, this is why I say to people, stop speculating what you think somebody's going to do because you're just trying to make content. You have no idea. Pat Sherman ain't dog. Come on, bro. Come on, dog.
Let me say this,
Come
Coach.
on, man.
Let me say this, Coach.
Yeah.
It's interesting that people claim they do the research and claim they're objective and claim that they don't follow these content guys, and they claim a lot of things. Right? Even Buddy, what his name? But remember, Coach.
Oh, Dre, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Pat Sherman didn't do anything for the last 3 games of the season. So all of a sudden, you think Pat Sherman is the Jesus in Rio, Brazil, that's going to bring everybody to the promised land? We have to think outside the box, people. He didn't do anything the last 3 or 4 games of the season when he was the coordinator. And so to Deion's, Deion is trying. Deion is trying to bring in the best of the best. He's bringing in NFL type of guys, coordinators and people who coaches. He brought in Warren Sapp. The defensive line got shredded tonight. Warren Sapp has a gold jacket as well. Sometimes when you try to outsource different things, it may not translate on the field. But I give Prime, obviously he doesn't know everything. So that's why he's going to different people, different coordinators. He's relatively still a new coach.
Not relatively,
he's really a new coach, right? So you have to give him some leeway, but he's trying to make some adjustments. Sean Livingston last year didn't do it. He made an adjustment to Pat Sherman. Pat Sherman, as of right now, 2 games in, may not be getting it done. He may have to go elsewhere. But Prime is the head of the machine. He's the head of the snake. And most responsibility lie with Deion Sanders. Bottom line.
Yeah. All right, man. Let me go and get to the next one, man. 5454. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
T. Wilkes, call from Alabama.
T. Wilkes, what's up with you, baby?
I don't know, man. Just another day, man.
I heard that, man.
Jose,
what's on your mind, brother?
I'm gonna say this.
Yes, sir.
I don't think they'll win another game.
Woo!
I disagree.
I watched
with that,
everybody else they played today,
and
I even watched Cincinnati, and I watched Baylor. They can't beat none of them teams. I'm telling you that from what I see, and I've been wanting to call in and say something. I said, "Nah, I'm gonna watch them." And I've watched bits and pieces of them today, but I focus on everybody else they got to play, and they got a problem. They got a big problem. I just can't see. That's from my eyes.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a long season for Coach Prime. It's gonna be a long season, man. Because besides Travis Hunter, everybody else just disappears. Seems like it. It's that wide receiver room, man. Come on.
So
if you can't make contested catches this time. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I don't want to take you 2 minutes, so go ahead and finish.
But I don't know. I just feel like if you can't make a lot of them contested catches too, you need to like when you down like that and you fight for your life, you got to dig deep. You got to make them catches.
Right.
But that's just me. That's what I see.
Yeah. Here's what I'll say in general. The D-line we saw tonight is the D-line we saw last year. The O-line we saw tonight is not the O-line we saw last year. I'm speaking of Colorado's side of it. Were they better than last year? maybe 2 sacks better. Yes, they were maybe 2 sacks better. However,
I think they're the same.
It's very similar. But again, I again, right? Like I told people, 3 is better than 1. It's not 10. But again, people, this is why I try to tell Drake, people thinking when they say better, when people say the O-line is better, they think it's at the level of 10. No, 2 is better than 10, but it ain't 10. It's 2 is better than 1, but it ain't 10. And so that's all I'm saying. I could talk back and forth with this, but I got to run. We got quite a few callers in the building, man. And I know they've been really patient. But, man, I appreciate you calling, Wilkes, man.
But,
thank you so much, brother.
Did you see them balls today? Thank you. Have a good day.
I saw my balls. What balls you talking about?
The Vols. Tennessee Volunteers.
I know what you say. I didn't want to see them orange balls.
no,
I'm not messing with you, man.
I think we're going to be all right. All right, man. Appreciate it.
God bless you for being a Vol fan. All right, brother. Shout out to Wilkes in the building, man.
Hey, but
All
Coach, he may, but let me say this about Wilkes. He may not be that far off base. I wouldn't say no more games. Hold on. I wouldn't say no more games. But as it stands, with the injuries that's going on, whatever you probably had as the ceiling and the floor that these guys had, Colorado fans ceiling and floor, may be a little bit more difficult because you're losing key pieces of the team. So he may not be that far off base. I'm not gonna say no more games because they should be able to win a few more games. But he may what he's saying. I can understand where he's coming from with that comment.
And here's, I'll just say this quickly. People tell me they got to run the ball. I agree, but they can't continue to run the ball just inside zone, outside zone. You got to pull people, dog. I may be wrong. And when I do the good, bad, and ugly, I'll look for that. I saw no pulling tonight. You saw Nebraska, they pulling dudes around. They running cats down. They bringing the Y. They bringing the Y back, bringing them through, leading them through the hole. Now, one thing, running the ball and running the ball with creativity is two different things. And there's no creativity to their running game. They spend 95% of their creativity on the pass routes. No creativity in the run game. It's inside zone, outside zone. Wasn't that the same thing last year? And I've seen Sean Lewis run the ball. And I'm not comparing, but I'm talking about. But so there's a common denominator somewhere, and I don't know what it is. But let me push on here. 6993. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. 6993. Call it.
Yeah, this is Mike. Yeah, this is Mike from Texas. I talked to you a couple of times, Coach Hayes.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
You go ahead.
No, I'm saying hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. We talked a couple of times about Deion's his situational football. You saw it again tonight. The funny thing about this whole situation is that these people are upset because they keep watching these content creators and they keep telling them, "Oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that, and oh, we're going to be this, and that team is trash." And no, football is football.
That's right.
Between the lines. And what you saw today is what you was trying to tell that caller earlier this week on one of your shows.
On Wednesday, yes.
Yep, Jeff Sims basically cost them the game. So basically, you watched last year's game with complete quarterback play.
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska would have won that game last year if Jeff Sims wouldn't have turned the ball over 4 times. And that's what you're trying to get these people to understand. Now that they saw it, this is the same outcome that should have came out last year with them. But because Jeff Sims gave them 4 turnovers, we beat them 36-14. Now you saw what happened when you have a quarterback that can come in the game, actually just control the game, don't make no turnovers.
He managed
and this is what Colorado is.
He managed the game.
They're the same team. Yeah, this is the same team from last year. Your offensive line might be better. Okay. You didn't give up 8 sacks. You only gave up 5 this game. So your offensive line might be a little bit better, but you still gave up 5 sacks. Shedeur still was running for his life. He still took shots. So everybody sitting here, the funny part about this, and this is why I say I only listen to you and Scotty, because the rest of these guys, DNR and all these other boys, Uncle Neely, they're homers. And I understand it's content. But you're selling people a false dream out here when you're telling this, oh, we're going to be better at this. And Dion has the same problem too, because, well, when he did his pregame, we're going to run the ball and we're going to try to dude, they didn't get pressure on this kid, this freshman, but one time.
Yeah.
You didn't get pressure on a freshman that's in his second start, but one time in the game.
Right.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
So can I ask you a question? So I love what you just said. Can I ask you who's your team? Who you're a fan of? Who's your college football team?
My dad went to the University of Texas. I'm a Longhorn fan.
Ooh.
I like Dion. No, I love Dion. I love Dion to death. I watched him when I was a little kid. But the funny part, and I want this to work for Dion because, you know, it's just one of those things. But like I talked to Coach Hayes before a couple times, and like I said, I still see the same problems.
Right.
You haven't fixed the situational football problems with the timeouts. You had that problem last year. Your offensive line is still horrible. I mean, it's just one of those things that all these people are funny out here because they're calling Coach Hayes, telling him about he's a sellout and you ain't going after Dion. No, dude, at the end of the day, he tells you this stuff the way it is. Then you get these people to call in. Oh, man, you don't know what you're talking about. They trash. That Nebraska lost last year. We'll beat them again this year. Dude, have you ever been to a Nebraska game? I have. I'm from the Big 12. I know what Nebraska football is. I watched Dominican Sue in the Big 12 championship game almost cost Texas their national championship. They ended up losing to Alabama and Dallas, Texas. So understandably so, watching football and actually having family members that have been NFL scouts when I was growing up, I think I have an understanding of how this game is played. And the problem Dion's going to continue to have, and the biggest problem is until he get guys in those trenches and stop worrying about going to get 17 receivers in the transport portal,
right,
and going to get eight defensive backs in the transport portal and start beefing up this line. Because guess what? The funny part is, even if Colorado run through the Big 12 and go 11-1, what happens when you get to the playoffs and you play a Texas SEC team or an Alabama SEC team? Hell, South Florida gave Alabama problems tonight.
Man, they beat them people 42-13. Y'all start with that. Listen, I got to run. Listen, I know it was early. Listen, I get it, right? I get it. And yes, but Alabama walked out of that thing, bro. They walked out of that.
I understand
42-16.
I understand. What I'm saying is all I'm saying is, yeah, they end up winning the game, but it wasn't a Georgia win where they beat somebody 48-0 or whatever the score. All I'm saying is, if Dion knows that everything's won in the trenches, why haven't you corrected it?
Because,
that's my only question.
Okay, can I just answer this? And I got to push on.
He's trying, though.
The problem is, guys, can I just tell you this? I believe his recruiting efforts are flawed by all means. I believe that.
Oh, it is flawed.
Okay, but hold on. Wait. I know, but wait. And you said, why is he not fixing it? Those are the best available. That's what I'm trying to tell people. It's not that he says, it's not like he says, I got these 5 guys, but I got Larry Little, I got Incognito, I got a Hall of Fame linebacker sit on the bench. He not. What I'm telling you, those are the best available. You even saw, hold on. You even saw where they tried to put Khalil Benson inside a guard to try to help Hank Zelinskis, but you got 2 holes in one boat. So what I'm telling you is, this is where I think Dre's saying, oh, you saw. No, what I'm telling you is, this is the best available.
And I totally agree with you, Coach.
And I got to run. But go ahead, say your piece, and I got to run.
All I'm gonna say is this: Dion said when he got to Colorado, the transfer portal, the college football is like the NFL. So I can turn over a roster. You paying these kids, right? And Nick Saban said something last week, and all he said was, Yeah, you can build a $20 million team, but if you ain't got the pieces in the right place, I don't give a damn what you do with that $20 million.
And to your point, sir, hold on, to your point, that's my point. That's where Prime got to shut the F up. Don't say that, because now people can hold you accountable to that. See, that's where I say he makes his mistakes, where he puts his foot in his mouth. You make bold statements that Deion Sanders could back up if he had to back him up. When Deion Sanders was a player and he could say, I cover 70% of the world and I cover the other, because he could back it up. Now he's saying it, but he's counting on 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids to back up his words, and it ain't working. And I got to run, dog. I love you. I got to.
You right. And yeah, I love you too, Coach Hayes. And by the way, Miami, go back to Nike uniforms. You'll remember me now.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I really do. You, matter of fact, take this on the way out. All right, man. Peace.
No, shout out what I wanted. Shout out a great call. What I want to say, congratulations to Texas. They played well against Michigan today. But also, you get a chance to see when people aren't so focused on their team. Like, so he's not a Colorado fan, but he can take he can have a perspective on what's going on. So that was a great call. I just want to make sure, because sometimes when you're so entrenched in your team, you can't see, you got your blinders on. So for that brother to have that perspective, I thought was awesome. So that's why I wanted to ask him.
But I'm just saying, a lot of people think he could just wave a wand and fix it. Those guys he put up there on that line, that's probably the best available.
Right.
If not, like, it's not like it's not like he got an all-star line sitting on the bench. They like this, they ain't go put me in. That's the best available. I think their run game suffers because there's no creativity. Nobody's pulling, nobody's gap scheming, nobody's doing any of this, but they're getting worked to death. You understand me? You went and got the big dude from Sam Hart, I believe his name, from Ohio State, right? When he got there, oh my God, Sam Hart, he ain't even played in 2 weeks. He ain't played Ohio State. But anyway, I got to run on. Let me go to the next caller here. 5998. Guys, I'm gonna lock this phone line. It's so many people in here. So if you hang up, you won't be able to call back in. If you're going to call in, I'm gonna give you these 2 minutes to call in, and that's it. All right. And I'm gonna lock it because we won't be able to get through all these callers.
The conference has been locked.
My bad.
The conference has been unlocked.
All right, 5998 coming to you. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Big Mike from low end Chicago. Man, I called in before.
Yes, sir.
Man, you said everything. Man, I was screaming at my phone like, bruh, everything you were saying, I was yelling at this phone like, man, you are 100% right. Man, the bad part for Colorado is, and Deion, they ice skating uphill. All this started with the recruiting, the type of players that they get. The bad part is, a lot of them are not dogs, they still puppies. And the other thing is, man, when you see a freshman starting at tackle, I'm not knocking the man for being able to start. It's that he shouldn't be starting like every down. He got to be sitting back watching. There's no build like character building it within the offensive line. A lot of it is man. Well, you pointed out before. I'm gonna give you an example. Like last the Dakota game, when they had 3 defensive tackles lined up on one side and the guard was wide open, it was like a tackle. The edge rush on the far left. Mm-hmm. They should have seen the stunt coming. So, in other words, that's telling me you're not looking at game. You watching game film, but you're not really studying. Mm-hmm. So a lot of it is like from coaching, small fundamentals that they missing on. It's a big mess, but it's fixable, and everybody's hanging on to the man. What the content creators are saying, like, hey, they're gonna win the whole natty. It's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. Listen, I listen. What you're saying? What you're saying? You're 100.
Bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you for calling, man. Keeping in the 2 minutes, brother. Thank you so much. Yep. 12. Any quick words on his word before we move on?
Hey, he said he was throwing at the TV. He said you were preaching, coach. Preaching, coach. No worries.
Real quick, Solid said Coach Ochocinco said he would like to see them go to the short passing attack sooner. Here's the problem with that. They're playing behind the sticks. I keep telling you that when it's 2nd and 15, 2nd and 17 from the sack, you're playing behind the sticks. And here's the second thing. I made it clear when you looked at last week's game, and I'm making this reference to show you where I'm going. When I saw North Dakota State this close to those sacks, I said bigger, faster, stronger, those become sacks. And that's exact. So remember when Shador ran out the pocket and he outran that dude? Remember he dove for his feet and Shador ran, stopped his feet, planted, and threw it? He tried to run away from that dude, and they got him. He tried to step up in the pocket, and they mashed it in there because they're bigger, faster, and stronger. So what you saw against North Dakota State was a clear picture of what could happen if you turn up the heat on the personnel coming after him. I just want to say that part real quick. Shout out to Google Man in the building. Google Man, talk to us. You got 2 minutes, bro.
Man, what's up with your V12?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Good, you got it, man. Coach Haynes, man. I've been talking to myself really about the Colorado thing, man. Like another thing, man. Deion Sanders, bro. Somebody got to tell the truth. Deion Sanders is a freaking motivator. He's not no coach. He's not coaching. Like, he's just on the sideline, acting, getting paid. So, thing about it is, their offensive line and defensive line, that's where you win, in the trenches. So you got to go get some kids from high school. He ain't going to do it. So I think I told you last week, unless he's not playing on staying earth, I think I told you, just the same game last week against other teams from last week. All different is it's a new year. So now that I told you they probably don't win 6-7 games. I might give them. They might make a bowl game, but you know, 6-6 record or 7-5 record at best. So man, I said, well, real talk, I seen it coming because Nebraska. First of all, I was thinking about Oregon. The first time I really paid attention to Oregon crowd, it had been good 18 years ago, about 15 years ago. I think Tennessee was playing Oregon in Oregon. I said, bro, they crowd loud. And so last year, the same game happened. Nebraska crowd is loud, and their defense, and they always had a defense, just like last year. Mm-hmm. Also, this is a rivalry game. So in my head, I was telling myself, real talk, Coach, I was like, this is what I do with Colorado, because I love Deion Sanders. Yeah. I told you I love their jerseys. I rocked with Colorado back in the day when some of these so-called Colorado fans just don't know nobody that play back then. What I do is I be wishing and praying Colorado don't win, but no one's gonna have it. So trust me, like I feel it coming. I feel it coming. Like it's another road game, and the crowd's gonna be loud. In the first, in what happened was that first quarter. Gotcha. Well, he can hurt.
Gotcha.
And so another thing, he gotta run the ball. So I'm thinking like Deion Sanders is trying to get, of course, he's trying to get Stafford, trying to get quarterback sack for the quarterback, and really, they play like John Madden. They just drop back all day long. It ain't gonna work.
Got you.
So
Google Man, I love you, bro, but I got you. Say your last line, and I gotta run, dog. It's so many people back here, and I gotta get them off. It's Coach Burner.
No, that's it. That's all I got for the whole season. Now, if he don't change up, they gonna finish with 5-6 wins. It's big. So that's all I got for you.
Appreciate you, Google Man. Much love to you, my brother, as always, man. And we'll definitely chop it up. Let me go and get to the next one. 94-31.
Have a good night, Google Man. Said Google me, man.
What's going on, Coach Hayes?
What's going on? Call to talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
My name's Tony from Melbourne, man. I done called you a few times. I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan, but I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all my input real quick.
All right, talk to us.
Let me know what you think. All right, I'm gonna make it quick. Now, I think Dion ain't getting the pass. I think Dion can't coach, and I'm gonna give you the reason why I don't think he can coach. When Dion was at Jackson State, Dion didn't have to do any coaching because he had D1 athletes coming to an HBCU and going against HBCU talent. So he was winning 10 and 11 games with no problem. The problem is now you're not going against HBCU talent. You can't just go and bring somebody in and just throw them out there. You got to develop a program. He ain't developed no program.
I agree.
He's just bringing kids in and thinking they're going to go and just be developed teams. That team was developed. They played today.
Yeah.
That team was bringing in the right parts. Obviously, they organizing their operation a little bit more and better than Colorado because I think he's been there the same 2 years, ain't he?
Yeah, they
At
came in.
Nebraska.
They came in the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. So all you really seeing is that Dion got away with having better talent when he was at Jackson State and still was losing games to HBCUs when he really got up the ladder. So that all that told me was you got better talent on your team and you still losing to a HBCU. I don't care if it's in the bowl game. What that tell me? You can't coach. I'm sorry. Dion can't coach. If you're throwing the ball all game in a college football game, I don't care if the quarterback is your son, and you don't mix in a running game or at least try to keep the D-line from pinning their ears back on your son, you don't know what you're doing. He can't coach. That's all I got to say, Coach Hayes. Y'all can agree with me, disagree with me, but I don't think Dion going to ever be a 10-win coach. I'm sorry. He don't got the X's and O's, and he got X and O to death today.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Love y'all. Go Canes. One more thing. Cormani McClain, how you feel now after we went and drug your Florida Gators and you can't go back to Colorado and you can't come back to us? That's all I got to say. Y'all boys have a good night.
Right on time. Now, that's the kind of caller we like. That's the kind of caller we like. He came in, stopped right on time. Here's the only thing I'm going to tell people. Back to what I was saying. When he went to Jackson State, to answer his point, I clearly said that. So maybe Dre didn't hear that. When he was at Jackson State, he got G5 and some D1 players to come down to his level because he was Dion. Where I thought his fatal flaw was when he went to Colorado, he thought the same thing was going to happen. Because I'm Coach Prime, I'm going to get the players from Bama, from Clemson, from here. I was going to get those same type of kids to come to me the same way they came to Jackson State, and it didn't happen. Because these players don't know who the F Deion Sanders is as a player. They don't. These kids today weren't born or they were in diapers crapping their pants when he played his last game. You understand me? He was playing his last game when he was they was crapping their pants when he was playing his last game. It's no different when you're in this business. It is no different. We know Deion Sanders because of our age. We respect him. But we don't talk about the Lester Hayes because we didn't grow up in that era. We talk about Emmitt Smith, right? We talk about Walter Payton. We didn't grow up in the Jim Brown era. So these kids today think Steph Curry the best player. The generation before that is LeBron, and the generation before that is who? Jordan.
LJ.
And the generation before that is Dr. J. The generation before that is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Well, see what I'm saying? So it is generational, where he made a huge mistake. I believe, and I said this, he thought they were going to come because I'm him. And then again, people running around, he got a gold jacket. Why would you want to play for a gold? Because these kids don't give a damn about a gold jacket. These kids right now think the best corner in the world is Jalen Ramsey. Because that's the era in which they grew up playing football, watching football and playing football. I don't know why people don't understand this. I don't understand. People, Patrick Mahomes, the greatest quarterback of all time. Maybe some of them watch Tom Brady, but they ain't see the Terry Bradshaws, the Bart Starr. Like, they didn't see those guys because it's generational. I'm done with that part. Anything else, 12? And I'm going to push on. We got quite a few in here.
So for me,
the conference has been locked.
The caller was on or something.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know when you say Deion Sanders is not a coach. You know, most coaches they have blind spots. And someone said Deion is a motivator. I definitely agree with that. Deion is a motivator. Most coaches, you take a look at, you know, they're able to hire to their deficit. So, for example, he may not. Dion don't call no plays. That's a telltale sign. Dion don't call plays. Dion acquiesces to the offensive coordinator, and that's a telltale sign. Dion don't call plays on defense either. So, for the most part, when you see a lot of these coordinators or his head coaches, like for the ones who are really really good, they pretty much call you on plays. So, for example, Lane Kiffin's, the Steve Sarkisians, the Hypels, buddy out of there in USC. All those guys, they call it on plays. Dion is still learning, so he has to. He's more of a manager to me than a head coach. He's a manager. He's the CEO. Whereas a lot of these, I call those other coaches more hands-on coaches who get their hands dirty in the game.
So here's what I'll say real quick, 12. You're 1,000% correct. Bro, when you watch him in the game, we actually have a game in the Discord. How many times, LV, if you're still in here, she gonna put this in the Lou, you in here. We have a game that when the camera goes on Coach Prime, how many times you see the headset up or down? And every time you see him, he's standing like this because his job is to manage, put together. He's not coaching. Yes. He is the CEO coach. He's not coaching.
Yes.
Even when you watch Well Off Media, what is he doing? He's instructing. And I know you want to say it's one and the same, but he's talking more of a technique. He's not talking of the strategy, the philosophy of all of that. When you see him on Well Off Media, have you ever seen any of them? Well, I know the other coach, but you ever seen him talk about X's and O's at any point? No. I've never seen him talk about. I'm not saying he got to go on the board and prove to me, but whoever hired his ass better be trying to figure that out. That's all I'm saying. I'm not mad because I see the play. So when Dre wants me to say, I see the play. So if I see the play, that's like when I go there and say 3-card Monty, and I know the P is up, the P is up under this shell and it's over here. I ain't put my money down. I saw the play. You put your money down. So when you lose your money, you can't be mad at me because I ain't tell you to play. And that's exactly what Dre is doing. You want me to tell you, be mad at the dude that's scamming y'all. In essence, that's what you're saying. When I'm telling y'all, I'm basically telling y'all. But when the 3-card Monty dude out there, follow the P. Which one is the P? Which one is the P? And I saw the play a long time ago. And you say here, oh, hey. Well, you ain't know that dude that just lost. Guess what? He lost because guess what? He followed 3 other dudes that was part of the scam.
There you go. Oh, he part of it too.
See, the other dude picked right. They be like, damn, that was easy. They got the money. The other dude get right. He get the money. That's the other creators, right? Watch this. The other dude get right. He get the money. And then you go out there and be like, damn, them 3 dudes got it right. I could get it right. Follow the P. And you go to pick, you get it wrong. And now you mad at me because I sat back there and say, dawg, I told you that. Don't do that. I told you don't follow that. I told you, I say, hey, brother, I highly suggest you don't do that. And then when you lose your money, you turn around, you mad at me because I ain't damn, I told you don't do it. But anyway, push on. Much love. 7255 coming to you, 2 minutes. Let's rock and roll. Hold up, doggone it. All right, here we go. 7255. Call or talk to us. Hello, going once.
Coach A.
Boy, I was finna get you. Talk to us.
Hey, look, no. This is Tony from Alabama, Miami Hurricanes fan.
Talk to us, man.
I really ain't had nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, he not no coach though. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no coach. He's just a great player. You feel me? Warren Sapp, great player, but it don't transition well a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? When you talking about X's and O's, you know, he ain't no Jimbo Fisher, no Sarkisian, like 12 was talking about. You can't call plays. He just a face. That's it. That's all it is. It's the growing pains. We went through this as Miami fans, you know.
Mario don't call plays. Mario don't call plays. Ed Elgeron don't call plays. There's a couple of coaches. Dabo Swinney don't call plays.
I feel you, but it just works for different programs. You feel me? Sometimes it don't. Like Dabo, he's struggling right now. You feel me? He don't want a couple of rings. So it just depends on the program, the players that you got in the system.
There you go. Stop right there. Stop. It depends on the system. You think Dabo forgot how to coach? You think 2 years after?
No.
Wait a minute.
Coach Hayes, I don't think he forgot how to coach, but he's not going with what's going on right now as far as like the portal and everything like that. You feel me?
That's what I'm talking about. Here's a perfect example.
Yeah, you gotta
hold on. Wait a minute. Mario Cristobal, 5-7 this year. Everybody ramping and raving. Why? Because the players he got. Ed Ogeron arguably had one of the best teams in college football ever. I disagree because of the Canes, but I'll go with it. 2 years later, he get fired. Why? He forgot how to coach? No, he ain't got the same players. So at the end of the day, it comes down to players. So if Deion Sanders and the guy before you just proved that point, when he was at Jackson State, he had players. He coach of the year. He the best thing ever. And he get here, he don't have the same players. So at the end of the day, it comes down to the Jimmies and Joes and not the X's and O's. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But go ahead, finish out your time. Kind of went out, but I
go. I don't got nothing to say. Go Canes. What's up, 12? These are growing pains. You're gonna have to go through this. You feel me? It is what it is. I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. 12, anything? You on mute or something, 12? You got to pay that T-Mobile bill on that mic. Well, while he fixing it, I'll go to the next caller. Los 79, talk to us, Los.
What's up, Coach, man? What's up, V12? How y'all feeling?
He doing good. He said good. He's trying to fix something happened to his mic. Maybe a cord or something came out.
Well, the issue is, just like the guy said a few calls ago, you build a team through the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just be honest, Deion is not a good recruiter in the trenches, man.
Mm-hmm.
He needs some help. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're building a team, defensive line, offensive line, you gotta protect your $4 million prize, man. Your $4 million prize, you're getting the man killed out there. Let's protect him and rush the passer, man. What's the problem with that?
All right, stop right there. Okay, do me a favor. Stop right there for 1 second, if you don't mind. And I know I'm on your time.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Coach.
How do you do that with what you currently have? How do you protect Shedeur right now?
Run the ball. That's the only way you go protect them. You got to run the ball.
That's fair.
Nothing and they can't even run the ball. They can't do that.
That's fair. So, nothing wrong with that. That's 100% fair. That's 100% fair. But here's my problem. Is it that Deion Sanders is telling them not to run the ball, or all of that NFL experience where in the NFL they run the ball, from Low Holt, the O-line coach, to Pat Shurmur, the offensive coordinator, to Flea, who's the running back coach, to the receiver coach, who I believe he coached in the NFL, the light-skinned brother, but he got a ton of experience. You good now, 12? You good? 12.
Okay.
Yeah. So with that being said, none of them can devise a run plan.
No, I guess not.
So it's only two answers. Either they can devise a run plan, and Prime is telling them don't do that, or that none of them can come up with a running game. And it's amazing, Pat Shurmur. And it's amazing, Pat Shurmur. And it's amazing, Pat Shurmur was known to tell them to was known to run the ball. So that's all I'm saying. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you either throw screen passes out there, figure out something. Who's the O-line coach? That's what I want to figure out. Who is the O-line coach?
Low Holt from the NFL.
And who's doing the O-line recruiting?
Coach Low Holt. He came from Arkansas, I want to say. I don't know if he's the assistant O-line coach or whatever, but he played in the league for a while. Big dude with the dreads and the headband.
But Coach, he has all of this talent on his staff from the NFL. We're not getting NFL production. We're not getting the production we need in order to protect Shedeur.
I agree.
That's your prize. Without Shedeur, you don't win any games. Period. Point blank. Period.
I agree.
You gotta stop getting him killed. Today looked like last year, bro. It looked like last year. He's running for his life. The pass rush is heavy. Like, throw some screen passes, throw some quick, throw something quick. But like you said earlier, they're always playing behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 15, 2nd and 20. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
a win. It's a lose-lose situation.
Gotcha. All right, Los, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you up on this call, man. You know
Oh
I
yeah,
ain't
I'm
forget.
about to be going to sleep in a little bit,
I
though,
already
man.
know.
Hey, look, you got me a couple of times we'll be snoring on the phone, man.
Hey, Los be on here like this. I be like, go ahead, baby, wellness check. Go get some. Much love to you, Los. I got to run, man.
All right, man. Much love. Thanks for letting me on. Have a
Anytime.
good one.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
12, talk to her. What you had to say?
Man, listen. When you take a look at this whole thing, it's a game of attrition as well.
Yeah.
So you take a look at it, and then even when the second string quarterback came in, if Shador can't go next week, is this who we riding with? So
You got
and,
no
and, when,
choice.
and we spoke about when he just spoke about talent acquisition, we have to remember that's relative to everyone's situation. So talent
Everybody.
acquisition could seem great to your team only, but you have other teams out there who's acquiring talent as well, and it looks totally different from their standpoint.
Got you. Let me get the next call. We got a couple of them in here. We're gonna get through these though.
Yeah, that's right.
If you have, do me a favor, if you can hear me and you've called in, please hang up because it keeps the queue longer and I can't remember what I'm seeing right now. 3566. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. 2 minutes.
Good, Coach.
What's going on, brother? Who am I speaking to?
Man, first of all, this is Jamar calling from Delaware. First of all, I want to say once again, behold the green and gold.
Hold on, brother. Take this to the face. Get that crap out of here, man. No Norfolk State around here. But go ahead, man. Talk to us, man.
Hey, man, only thing, like, I just got like a couple quick points. First of all, I think Dion's problem is he has a loyalty issue. Don't want to get rid of the coaches that he came up with. That's his first problem. Because the one coach that coached the linebackers, he's not doing a good job. Second thing is, I think he'll be better after his kids are all gone. Like his Jackson State kids, that's the way he gets a fresh start. And also, as far as the line goes for offensive line, like, I don't think they're bad. I think they're just in the wrong positions. Because was it Khalil Benson? He was a tackle, if I'm not mistaken, but they have him playing guard right now. I know he's trying to help out the Lincolns, but I mean, I think Lincoln is only there because he's an original buff, but he's too small for that position. So I think Coach Prime, like, he's so his offensive coordinators or offensive line coach, he needs to make some adjustments right there. And that's one thing that comes with that, though, is, like, the well-off media, because they cover those people all the time, so people expect them to be the starters.
There you go.
That's probably a problem, but that's all I say, Coach.
All right, man. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for calling. Hey, that home by the sea, baby. Patch, talk to us. Yes, sir. All right, man. Good call, man. 12, anything in regards to what he had to say?
That was an interesting perspective that he shared. I actually thought about that as far as once Travis departs, once Shiloh departs, and once Shador departs, and this whole conglomerate with well-off media kind of dissipates, and can he function under the radar and build a successful team? Because as anything else, Dion is used to the pressure, but everybody else may not be used to the pressure. So they came into this thing as gangbusters. But sometimes now I think that novelty has worn off. It wore off halfway through last season. And so maybe, to the caller's point, it remains to be seen that once all those players departs, does he have a fresh start and he's able to move forward? I agree. he does have people on the staff who he came up with that may need to you got to make some adjustments. So that needs to be considered moving forward. And I know you're a coach, so coach, you tell me. I know it's early, but do you make adjustments now? I mean, how do you go to
Yes.
Pat Shermer? Okay, all
I
right.
would have made adjustment in North Carolina State game. First of all, again,
North
I don't
Dakota.
see. I mean North Dakota.
Yeah.
I don't make what I saw North Dakota State game is what I saw today. It just got magnified because it turned into sacks. It turned into pressures. See, that play when Shador ran out and stopped his feet and threw the ball, because the outcome was so pretty, we ignored the root of the issue. See, that's the thing about coaching. You're not looking at the outcome, you're looking at the root. And that's the problem. Most people say, but look at that pretty throw. But why in the world is he running for his life? We got to fix that problem, because that play is not designed for him to do that. That's him extending the play. There is no play unless it's a design rollout that the quarterback runs around in a circle, spin around, make a dude miss. That's not a play. That's an adjustment on time, scramble drills, and so forth. Now that happens, but that's not design. And that's all I'm saying. And again, that's where Coach Prime, I think, suffers. He's a manager. He is. I'm not saying he don't be in a meeting, because I don't know this. Hey, hey, Pat, what you got this week? Hey, Rob, what you got this week? I don't know if he's saying that or not, because I'm not in the meetings. I'm not saying that he is or isn't, because I can't say that with certainty. But what I am saying, when I'm at the game, when I'm looking at him at the game, and when I even went to the USC game, I watched him. I don't have to wait for a camera. I'm looking with my own eye. He's standing there like this. And he'll talk to a kid when he comes off about something he saw, but he's not really involved with the coaches. He's not. He's not. He's allowing the coaches to coach. And here's the funny thing. When I say that, that's when they call me a hater. But last year, what did he say at the end of it? I got to be more involved. That's on me. He said that out of his own mouth. But when I saw it and I brought it up, you're the hater. That's what I'm trying to tell Dre. I don't know where he gets this from. Maybe because I ain't say Coach Prime a sucky ass coach and he ain't shit. That's what you want me to say? Other than that, I've said what I had to say. Now, if you can't understand it, then it's on you. But I said that, bro. Like he doesn't do it. And then he comes right back out and says the things I say. That's the part that amazes me. And he'll admit to the things that I'm saying, and y'all ignore that like it ain't never happened. He'll say, Coach, like I got to be more involved in the play calling, blah blah blah. He said that out of his own mouth. Tell me in the chat if I'm lying. Put a thumbs up if you heard that yourself. But that's where I am with it. Call 12. We almost there. Let me get a few more and then we roll with it. 0440 0440 0440. Call or talk to us. Give us your name. 2 minutes.
Hey, Coach, how you doing tonight? This is Al Hudson from Vero Beach, Florida.
Hey, Al, what's going on?
Hey, man, and if you know, I'll go ahead and say I'm from Gifford, Florida.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, we brought you such people as, well, you might not know. Billy Shaq Wilson, FAMU.
Okay.
From back in the day.
Yes, sir.
Jerez Park, you probably heard that name. He was with Bama for a little while.
I don't know him.
Jerez Park, he was a linebacker at Alabama.
Okay.
And that's my nephew. But anyway, Let me get past that. Get into tonight. I think, man, Coach Prime needs a friend on that team who's willing to be a true friend and tell him when he's wrong. And I was hoping Warren Sapp would be that person. But if it's happening, we don't know about it, and he's not listening to it. But there's so many things that are obviously wrong. Some things that I pointed out last year, and I think Bucky got mad because I think he's probably part of the root of some of this stuff. Too much joking going on during meetings, after meetings, on the way to the practice field, they're cracking jokes. Other than that, I think Shador has too much leverage. I think there are times if I was a coach, I would have pulled him out of the game for changing the play. I think he has entirely too much leverage. I think someone said earlier that Bentley is playing out of position. I totally agree with that. I'm not seeing the Coach Prime that I anticipated seeing. I'm not seeing a Coach Prime that's gonna go to offensive coordinator and say, hey, why are we running this? And making those changes in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the defensive coordinator and say, why we keep letting passes go right across our face and we can't stop the short pass. Those kind of things. You know, Deion having all the experience that he's had and success he's had, all of us thought that he would be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
If my son's on the football team and he's getting beat up that many times, I'm pulling the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator's whistle, and I'm calling the play. I mean, we draw plays and a lot better than what I'm seeing Colorado do with all the talent they got. Let me just say this. If he doesn't pull it together within his next 2 games, if he hasn't already lost the locker room, he's going to lose the locker room.
I'm with you, man. Sound like a man know what you're talking about. Brother, I appreciate it. Thank you for your words. We got to run. We got to knock these leaves off this tree, man. We got quite a few of them rolling, man.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Anytime. 12, talk to us. What you got in response?
No, that locker room comment is real because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we gave Travis Hunter a pass when he had an interaction with Shador because, you know, they're alpha males and of course he's one of the stars of the team. But eventually, you know, the confidence will start to erode if they're not winning games. So something has to be done relatively quickly, Coach, because if that happens, it'll definitely go downhill quickly.
Right. No, yeah, I mean 100%, bro. 100%. All right, 1473, come to you, call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
How you doing, Coach Hayes, man? This is Mike calling from Seattle, man.
All right, man, all the way from Seattle. Talk to us, Mike.
Man, first of all, I'm a University of Washington Huskies fan, and let me tell y'all, man, Colorado has been a dumpster fire for the last 20 years, man. Colorado joined the Pac-12 in 2011, and from 2011 to 2023, they had 1 winning season in 2016.
Right.
Mel Tucker came in 2019. He was supposed to change the whole program off of Georgia staff. After they won the national championship, they hired Mel Tucker.
Right.
He stays for 1 year and boasts to Michigan State. That's what screwed him up. Then they brought in Carl Durrell, and he was a retread that wasn't good. And they could have got this guy from Purdue, that's the head coach, Ryan Walters, who's a Colorado alum, defensive back. He wanted the job, but Rick George hired Deion because he needed some gimmick because they've been terrible for so long. He needed something for a spark. They have had a losing record, at least since 2004. They only have 2 winning seasons. That was it. And then they joined the Pac-12 in 2011.
Okay.
They don't have, like you said, they don't have the Jimmies and the Joes, man. People keep calling about they need to run the ball. Run the ball with what? You don't have anything to run the ball with. You got a bunch of rejects from other colleges telling me you gonna come in and run the ball where? Those dudes couldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. You're not running the ball with them. When you look at the offensive lines today that's dominant, you're a Miami fan. Look what it took for Cristobal to build his offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look what it took for Georgia. The best offensive lines like Washington had the best offensive line last year. I think the year before that it was Alabama. Notre Dame was the year before that the best offensive line. I watched Texas against Michigan. They got an NFL offensive line, but guess what? They said every last starter on Texas offensive line was recruited from high school. All of those was high school recruits. None of them came from the portal. You cannot win a championship through the portal. I keep telling people that. The portal is like a spackle for a hole in the wall. You don't build a wall with spackle. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're not winning. You're not going to win anything out the transfer portal. That's just to plug up stuff that you need.
I said the transfer portal. The transfer portal is like Band-Aid. High school recruiting is stitches.
Yeah, I mean, you can't win like that. And if people don't see, they said Nebraska 2024 class, Coach. Out of the 60 people they brought in for 2024, 48 of them was freshmen.
Right.
For Colorado, they brought in 44 transfers. Deion is not building a program.
Right.
He's not building no program. He's trying to get his son drafted and he out of there. You can tell, listen, man, you have to build a program.
Hey, brother, I'm gonna just say this before I let you run. Remember I talked about the 3-car Monty, the P?
Yeah.
See how you say you could see the play?
Yeah.
But everybody gonna be mad at you because you ain't tell them because they couldn't see the
Yeah.
play. You can't be mad at me because you ain't see the play. I ain't put my money up. You put your money up. Now, now my dog 12 could be mad at me because that's my dog. We've been rolling for a long time. So he put his money up there. You know what? I said, 12, don't put your money up there. Man, I'm finna do it. You know what I'm gonna give him? Slap his ass because that's my dog. But for y'all, I don't know y'all cats. So I spend my time on these shows for entertainment purposes, but as well as informational purposes to say, hey guys, this is the play. See, the problem is the problem is y'all don't want me to inform you. You want me to write your paper for you. I'm not writing your essay for you. I'll tell you how to write the essay, but I ain't gonna write your essay for you. See, that's what they want. They want me to just straight up. No, I'm telling you, this is the play. And that's what it is. But brother, thank you so much. I want to give you one last thank you. And I meant to tell you this the other day when you call. Appreciate that Mish Powell pickup, man. Thank you, brother. And God bless. Good night. I'm just messing with you, dog. Hey, did he hang up? Oh, he hung up. He said he a Washington State fan. He said Washington Husky fan.
Husky fan.
And so we got Mish Powell, who's a DB for them that came to Miami. That's why I said that. So in case some of y'all, it went over your head. That was direct enough. Let's go here, man. What you think, 12?
No, but they also got us many, many years ago. Washington came into the Orange Bowl.
Oh my God.
And they got us, cuz ever since they, to be honest with you, I never really had any beef with Washington until then. And never till I mean, I take it back, but I kind of let that go, with Penix, because and Roma Duze last year, because them boys, I had them boys in my fantasy. So, but ever since then, until maybe the last couple years, I had beef with Washington. But it's all good, they beat the U. But it's all good, man. That's good football. And the brother know what he's talking about. He's right on point. No worries.
Yeah, right on point. Real quick, man. Update. 3:44 left in the fourth quarter. Oregon tied up with Boise State 34-34.
Oh boy.
And we'll see what's going on. I don't know who got the ball, but whoever got the ball, they better.
Somebody said Boise State in the red zone.
Oh yeah, and they moving. Yeah, they on the 30. But anyway, here we go. We got a few more callers, and we almost out of here, man. 9139. 9139. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
How's it going, brother? Can you hear me?
I get it's real loud, man. So go ahead. You got to speak up really loud because you got a lot of background noise. I know you're probably driving or something.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
That's perfect. That's better.
All right. So this is my issue with Colorado. And I'm going to break down the game because I don't think it was all bad things that happened. My bad. I don't think it was all bad things that happened. I think if you take away the interception by Shador and then you take away the interception that ended up being a touchdown, the game is like 14-10. Nebraska really wasn't that good. We don't got no dog in us. The run game is not efficient. I'm sorry. You can't run the ball shotgun. And then the way that they're handing the ball off to them, bro, they're not getting no traction. The line is trash. And honestly, with the whole program, I don't want to see no chains. I don't want to see no more rappers in the locker rooms. Prime need to get these niggas locked in and start getting down to business because they just not locked in right now. And really, that's just my two piece.
All right.
I do like how the defense played too, in the second half. You know what I mean? The defense really didn't do bad. What can you do when you're on the field 90% of the time?
Right.
But there you go.
Man, I appreciate it, man. What's your name again?
I'm Frank from Pasadena, California.
Frank from Pasadena, California, all the way from the west side. I got to get to Cali, man. I ain't never been to California. Ain't that crazy? 12, we'd have been all over the world. We ain't never been to I know you've been. I ain't never been to California, though.
Yeah, it's hot as hell right now. You don't want to come.
Come on, dog. I'm from Florida. It's always hot. What you talking about? Cut it out.
Nah, it's ungodly hot.
Bro, we wear
it's hotter
shorts.
than what Coach Prime is about to be facing if you don't get this shit together.
Bro, we wear shorts on Christmas Day. But, man, much love to you, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I wasn't going to even respawn. I get it. I understand. Shout out to the brother from Pasadena, man. 12, you about to say something? I didn't want it to go on.
No, true fan. Again, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Don't give credit to Nebraska. Don't give credit to them having a fantastic scheme. That freshman quarterback playing lights out. It's just fandom, and this is what we've been trying to express all this whole pretty much whole segment, that we have to take a step. If it wasn't for this, wasn't for that, guess who calls that? The Nebraska defense calls that. He didn't willingly throw an interception. They caused that. They play lights out defense in the first half. It happens that once they get up, they don't have to rush anymore. Yeah, they play sucky. Nebraska didn't play their best football in the second half, but they were up 20 something to 3. It's over.
Right.
I'm done.
All right. And again, like you said, they went for it twice on 4th down and
got
didn't
stopped. They got stopped.
And didn't get it. All right. So shout out to them, man. Let me go here. 5055. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. 2 minutes.
What's up, Coach Hayes? This is BJ from Denver.
BJ from Denver. All right. So are you a true Colorado fan?
Yep. I went to school there, graduated. I'm an alumni. I was born and raised in Tallahassee, though, but I moved out here for college.
No problem. I would love to hear your point as a true, not a new CU like me. I'm a new CU because of Coach Prime, right?
Yes.
I can't tell you last time I saw a Colorado football game before Coach Prime got there. So I'm a new CU. You are a true CU. So talk to us as a true CU fan. What's your take on this?
So I graduated 2008, and here's the thing. I'm not even going to talk about the schematics because the players, we don't have the players. We don't have the players because he's pioneered this way of building a team that I don't think is even remotely sustainable. And I think when you bring in players, their skill on the field is one thing, but their character is another thing. The fact that you're moving players in and out and they're leaving and you're moving them shows a lack of commitment from your side and from the player side. And either they don't feel like they're going to get developed or you don't want to take time to develop them. All right. And so we're going to be all right. Colorado's going to be fine. I think the new fans we have are delusional, to be honest with you, but they have every right to be delusional. Who am I to control somebody's fandom? But I will say this. This is what I want to speak about because everything has been spoken on except this one thing.
All right.
I think what Coach Sanders is doing is negligent and is a fireable offense. What he's doing to the cornerback, Hunter, he could potentially injure this kid and jack up his professional career. They mentioned tonight about him having Achilles soreness. And if you played football before, most of the time, that soreness comes before the tear. And I'm afraid, man, that he's playing way too much. And, he's a great player. I think he's one of the best players in the country. I think Shadur is amazing. I think Shadur holds the ball too long. I think the offensive line is just not good, to be honest with you. But more importantly, what he's doing to Travis Hunter is fireable. If Travis Hunter was my son, me and Coach Prime would have some talking to do. My goal is not for you to win 5 games at CU. I want to get my son to the league. I don't want my son to have 1,000 plays on him in 2 seasons in Power 5 football. And I don't know what you feel about that, Coach Hayes, but in my opinion, all the other stuff is debatable. His coaching style, cool. I've seen people that manage like that. But your job is to take care of these kids, and he's not doing that with Hunter. Hunter is playing way too much, in my opinion. But thank you for allowing me to speak on your platform, and I want to hear what you have to say about that, about Hunter playing all the plays he's playing.
Yeah, sure. I appreciate what you said. So I'll kind of go back to the North Dakota State game. They threw him the ball at the very end. The game is in hand, right? He doesn't have to take that, and he got a little dinged. Well, maybe it was just a brush up, but he reached for it. I'm not saying that was a true injury, but how we all got shins. So if you get a face mask to the shin, that doesn't mean you can't play next week. But you grab it like, damn, we all stump our toe on the bed, on the wheels on the bed or whatever, and we gonna be like, it hurt, but that don't mean I'm out for the rest of the day. You understand? But those things happen, and so you got to manage a guy's pitch count. I always say it's no honor in injury, right? The guy that's walking around with the head band down on, he got the one crutch, he got the arm in the sling. You a beat up warrior. You understand? And you can't. And you got to remember, you have many battles, not one war. You have many battles within this season, which we call a war, and therein lies the problem, bro. And you got to be able to manage his pitch count. You know what I mean? And that's just not happening. And so that's the best I could tell you. And if, as a parent, I believe I'm with you with that. I need to have a real conversation about the amount of miles put on my child. For what? For what? I'm not even talking about, I don't care if he's at Alabama and they winning all the games. At the end of the day, the game, my longevity is where I get a check. Now I know they're making NIL money, don't get me wrong. But excuse me, my longevity is in a place called not for long. And if what they say, the best, what they say, the best, what is it called? The best available, the best something is available.
Is availability.
There you go. There it is. And if I ain't available, then it is what it is. But brother, I got to run 12. You like to respond to that? You got a shorty in sport. Talk to it. How do you feel about it? Maybe you can speak better than me.
Well, I don't necessarily think it's negligence on Deion's behalf. You have to remember what Deion's pedigree is. Deion also played offense and defense. And one of the reasons why I think Deion is really vested in these couple of years is because of Travis Hunter. He handpicked Travis Hunter. He recruited Travis Hunter. And Travis Hunter is definitely a two-way player. Remember this, Travis Hunter is definitely, he's a businessman, and he's definitely a dog. Travis Hunter has been on so many commercials, and that's attached to his playing time. And so, one thing about Colorado, and you went there, you guys have the best facilities that money can buy. You guys have the best doctors that money can buy. So I think that there was a certain type of problem with Travis Hunter's health or availability. I think that if the trainers and the doctors went to Deion and said, hey, Travis cannot play, I think Deion loves him as a son first, then a player, that Deion will remove him from one of those duties. But for the most part, Travis wants to play, and his money is attached. Travis makes a lot of money from the NIL. So I don't know if it's negligent, but he's trying to get to the league, and I think Deion is assisting him getting to the league.
Yeah, I'll just say this, man. I appreciate your call. Thank you, brother, so much, man. Let me knock these next ones out.
Adios.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Great caller, man, from a true CU, not a new CU. Jason Jones says, y'all say anything, laugh my A off. Travis wants to play that much. He said so in his own interview. I'm not saying he doesn't. But as coaches, brother, that's why you coaches, you have to protect players from themselves. I don't know if you have kids or not, Jason. Your kids want to eat pizza and tater tots all day. Should they? Because they want to? No. You're the adult in the room. You're the coach in the room. And as a competitor, of course he wants to go to battle. Of course he wants to go to battle. But that's why they call you coach. You understand? That's just no different than a kid out there with a concussion. He don't think nothing wrong. I mean, that's why they call you coach. That's why there's protocol in place. And again, I'm not saying Travis Hunter should not play both ways. In my opinion, I don't know if he should play both ways as much. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if you have to play both ways as much. That's all. That's where I go with it. But what does that look like? I don't know. But that's just how I am with it. All right. So I just want to say that to him because, again, these are the people, Dre, that I'll be talking about. These are the people right here I'm talking about. He said they don't understand. Every play your body wears down. Remember, he's catching the ball too, so he's getting hit. He ain't just hitting. He's getting hit by 2, 3, 4, 5 people. He taking shots, dog. But these are the people I be talking about right here. Shout out to Jason Jones. First time seeing him on the platform. All right, I'm trying to see if there's anybody else. Guys, I don't know if I've had y'all on here. I think I've had y'all on here already. Shout out to damn it, is Lexus back in the building? Lexus, talk to me.
Hi guys, mine's gonna be way less than 2 minutes. I just want to say something regarding what
So now I'm a
Dre
fool.
said when he was on the call.
Okay.
I'm not sure I could disagree with him more. I think Coach Hayes has been critiquing Coach Prime like he would critique anybody else during the point of a game. And to Coach Hayes' own point, how you think he, well, I ain't gonna say earned it because I never did think he was no hater, but how you think he got that name? I got called that name so often by so many people because he was critiquing him. Nobody's letting nobody off the hook. I was telling my brother the other day, I mean, not the other day, but in the Georgia Ohio State game, that I think coaches get more credit than they should get when the team win, and more blame when they lose. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how good of a coach I am, I got to be some execution at some point by the players. But having said that, I just want to say that about Dre. That's it. I'm done. That I just disagree with him. I don't appreciate him coming at Coach Hayes like that.
Tell him, boo.
I don't appreciate him
boo.
saying that Coach Hayes does not critique Prime. He does. Coach Hayes and I've had our arguments because I'm a Prime fan. I think Coach Hayes be a little jealous if he let me rub his legs like Coach Prime do. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Which leg you want to
That
rub?
was a joke.
Which leg you want to rub?
But seriously, all jokes aside, I just disagree with Dre. That's all I want to say. And somebody else can have my time if your clock on. That's it. Bye.
Bye, Lexus. Thank you, baby. Shout out to Lexus in the building. But no, and again, right? See, but these are the people I be talking about. This is what, hold up. I just want to say this because people say, why you entertain that? Because sometimes I'm petty as F. Travis don't take shots, fool. Yeah, okay. All right. You right. He don't take shots. Okay. Mother. All right. Look at this. I hate to see this is part. I hate people that hate to see black men the best at something. Anyway, I think I've had these callers on already before, and they just didn't hang up. I think I remember these numbers, and the phone number is locked. Some of y'all may be looking back, or y'all just got on here late, and so it's not the same time. So y'all thinking the number's still open, but it's been locked for some time. So 12, man. We at 2.5, man.
Woo. Whitmer, I need cash.
What you know about that, boy?
Hey, what you know about it? That's one of my favorite joints.
I need cash. Where my money?
Yeah. You don't want to be the one.
Matter of fact, hey, B, you play. Hey, C, you play book, huh? Both play book. What that boy Ace Hood say? I need all my money, and I better not be $1 short. I'm gonna have to come see you. Or I'm gonna have to come see you.
At the end of the day, we do for all y'all who think we need Colorado to win some games because we got an event plan. Talk to him, coach.
Oh, God dang, 12.
Hey, for all y'all who think we want Colorado to be really, really successful, we got an event plan because they're coming down to Orlando.
12, this should have been playing the whole time. 12.
Hey, man, but I put it on now. Give me something.
Shout out to everybody. Listen, right here, man. Coach Hayes presents the Colorado versus UCF pre-game party, man. I have invited all of the Colorado Buffalo parents. Currently, 39 of them are coming to the party for free. I got the list the other day. I'm paying their way in. So all of the Buffalo parents get to come to hang out with us. Very nice event. All the information is in the description below. You can get your tickets right now. They $15. Now this event, it's a little big. Now I'm just telling you. Listen, it's a little big. See, now here go Lone Wolf. Now shout out to Jason. That's a black person hating on a black person. Huh? They not coming. I understand. I said they invited. They signed up. So if they come, they come. If they don't, they more than welcome. It's paid for. You understand? But if you come, Lone Wolf, I'm charging you $60. Huh? To take care of the parents that don't come. how you like me now. But anyway, on a serious note, like I said, we just come to have fun, man. Premier Club right downtown. Everything's nice. It's safe. We right in the heart of downtown, man. So you don't have to worry about that. It's not like a little sidewall deal or anything like that. This is a legit spot. Or you can go to CoachHayesFootball.com, check it out. It's right there. You can also check out the venue. It's called Club Ember in Orlando. Beautiful spot. They do all white parties. It's grown. Ain't gonna be no kid and no teeny boppers and no Kodak Blacking. Come representing your Colorado gear. You ain't got to be all dressed to the hilt. Come represent your team, represent your whatever. UCF people invited too. If you get to fighting, guess what? You're going to jail. You're going to jail. We ain't tolerating it. Go on vacation, go home on probation. That's what I'm telling you. Right now, 12. And we ain't playing with them. We ain't cutting no shorts. All right? So that'll be right here. I need to have this up here the whole time, man. God dang, 12.
It's okay. Tag somebody. You know how I do. I got you, coach.
Yeah, we got more games coming up before we get there. Like I said, UCF.
So we want some win.
$15. The price gonna go up now. And you know my favorite line. Hold up. You know my favorite line is hold up now, 12. I gotta get you right. What's my favorite line? 12.
Yesterday's right.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. So if you ain't get it now, it's $15. I'm telling you, they go up when the door open up. I'm telling you, straight up. But anyway, with all that being said, 12, any questions, anything you'd like to say before we get out of here?
No. Just Colorado fans, don't have any nightmares tonight. What if you do? Just think about the soothing voice of Lexus, V12, and Coach Hayes. And at the end of the day, it's the you all day. We're going to holler at y'all. Good night.
I got 3 more callers, but I think I'd had them already. But matter of fact, quick update, Oregon just beat Boise 37-34 with a late field goal. With all that being said, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man. God bless. Good night. See ya. Check out the good, bad, and ugly reviews, man.
It's going to be very ugly. Like for Colorado, very ugly.
You'll learn something.
Early.
You'll learn something.
Very
Early.
ugly. Very ugly for Colorado.
We out of here, man.
More ugly than good.
Peace.
Or
We
bad.
out of here, man.
Very ugly.
Hey, it's gonna be so ugly.
A lot of haters in the chat.
And when it walked into the haunted house, it came out with an application. That's how ugly it's gonna be, 12.
Very ugly. I'm going to sleep. Good night.